Ladies and gentlemen, how we doing? A little bit more subdued. I'm chill today. Alright. No time to waste, because I'm a little bit late. And I apologize, but Call of Duty has been on one today. So, not hungover? No, not at all. I had one drink last night.
And he's joining a Dignitas team that hasn't won a series since Lyon.
Oh, you are? Alright.
They are 0
to
start summer, even without Inspired.
Okay, let me tweet.
Is 2-0. So if Dardoch can come in,
Box wine with Sprite. Oh, box wine will get you. Those hangovers are brutal as well.
Everyone's already talking about this one, Chad. Just the fact that I was in a call with some of my old college friends last night and said, "Hey guys, did you know Dardoch's
12
coming back?"
game.
And they were all like, "What?"
I know.
All right, we're going to watch that match. We're going to check out what Dardoch does against Lyon.
It's the only thing that I want to talk about whenever I'm telling someone about the LCS right now. Because a lot of times,
LCS.
dog days of summer, you're coming off of MSI, you're kind of waiting for Worlds.
Liquid.
This is the spicy story, absolutely. You tell someone who hasn't
Emily's calling me
watched
right
for a
now,
long time,
ain't
hey,
she?
Dardoch's coming back. The first question from someone was actually, for like a show match? It's like, no. As a starting jungler, he's actually just been ramping up through collegiate, through tier 3, through tier 2, and now onto the LCS stage.
10 years ago, he debuted, and now returning full circle versus Armeo. 3 jungle bans. You can't ask for a better return for Dardoch here. Lyon are definitely prepared for him. Taking away Nefiri, Vi, and Poppy. Dignitas, meanwhile, take away the Cassiopeia, the Nocturne, and the Olaf. So that's going to be an Ezreal first pick for Berserker.
We're seeing more and more of this Ezreal first pick, just because it's good into mages, and it's also an exceptional Berserker champion. So Lyon just trying to enable their carries as much as possible. Saint and Berserker have been playing extremely well, shot calling more in the absence of Inspired. So making sure that Berserker's in a good spot is smart.
Now we'll see if FBI wants to match AD carry for AD carry or go for the mages. And it seems like Dignitas want to give Dardoch something he's comfortable on. That's an early Lee Sin lock-in for Dig.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't been following along, he's been playing the meta stuff in NACL. He doesn't have these crazy pocket picks. He just plays what the team needs. Some of his best moments in LCS history were on Lee Sin. It is his second most played champion of all time behind the Gragas.
Yeah. So it was one of those two. We're going to be on my bingo card. It's going to be the Lee Sin, and then Jace for Denethor, presumably, in the top lane. So double AD locked in. We'll see what Lyon's response is. Dardoch giving him agency, I would say, is kind of tick number 1 on my checklist, is give him something that he can actually control the pace of the game. I think Lee Sin absolutely can do that.
I think he can, and they also have a really strong...
All right, I'm back.
Right now, which allows them to play
I'll increase the volume in a second here.
So choose. Ziggs is also unbanned. So would not be shocked if they just lock in the Ziggs.
All right.
As Lyon continues to pick pretty standard stuff.
Potentially a banger set of games today. Now, there is one very important note for everybody, obviously, other than Armeo and Dardoch being the 2 in jungle.
Let me
find the tweet on it.
Surprising to see him return. We know that his goals were more just to help out the team, get some wins while he's here filling Inspired's chair.
If Saint looks a little bit off, this is why. I'm just letting you all know now. There's not context for, like, if they lose. Look, it's still ultimately on Lyon as a team. Like, nobody's denying that or taking a win away from Dignitas. But this is something very important to know, that Saint was sick with food poisoning yesterday. So if he looks out of it, or is running it down, or something seems a little bit off, you will...
This would be the primary.
You will know why.
Victor would kind of be that next one in my mind. I guess at that point you're kind of falling a little bit below what we've seen as the traditional mage bot lane meta.
So,
but we'll see if Lyon try and pinch that pool.
Just wanted to make that clear for everybody.
Top laners, that is a Yorick ban.
Yep, Yorick ban is one of the best picks in Jace. It's also an old school Dokla special.
Yeah, dude, that sucks for Saint. Really sucks for Saint.
Played on a couple teams with Dardoch back in the day, so. Yeah. Probably not why they banned.
Confident in the Dig 2-1? No. If this is anything other than a 2-0 for Lyon, I'd still be shocked, like, regardless of, like, any other context.
When he was playing with Dokla, and Dokla was playing the Yorick top lane, that's what he was known for. So it's also a funny full circle for me. That was like the first casting.
Is he playing online, or is he there? I have not seen it in the cameras yet. Let's find out here in a minute.
That is the Ziggs ban, though, from Lyon's side. Wouldn't be surprised if it's something like the Victor ban as well, just really try and pinch down but Dignitas, hard focus on the top lane, trying to get Denethor at least a more comfortable matchup since they already showed that he's playing the Jace.
Yeah, I'd be pretty happy with an FBI guy set as well.
Okay, he's there, no mass, so he's fine.
Oh, sure. Leona is a solid
Seems to be fine.
As they hover the Corki.
So we'll find out.
Really likely, though, just
Time will tell.
Yeah, it was the Akali final ban for Lyon. So
Stardock more stable player now. Couldn't tell you. I mean, everybody's been speaking his praises over in tier 2.
They actually could just opt for
we will see what that means.
To a Jhin to go with the Leona.
Still fine. They have a ton of damage already with the Jace and the Lee Sin.
I don't like the
hard
Jhin.
lock Palafox into a mage because they need magic damage, but not a big deal either way.
I mean, I'm thinking
you need a lot of AP.
You could just hard lock a tank here and just build full armor.
Scion will be pretty good here.
Yeah,
Scion's incredible here, by the way. Scion Malphite goes so hard.
Whoa!
Locks the Swain. So he is, if you lose to Zeus playing Swain into your Jace, just play the Swain into his Jace. So that's
learn from it, grow from it. There we go.
A-Soul would be incredible.
I feel like the sustained damage isn't
A-Soul would be absolutely incredible.
You can pick one of these,
but I feel like Camille might be able to get onto him pretty easy.
Yeah. These drain tanks, and without all the melee, because like Jace is conditionally melee, but he often wants to jump in. Now he's less enticed to do so, but Lee Sin and the Leona have to go in. So here's some more range for Dignitas. They lock in the Orianna from mid lane.
One of the 2 game wins that Dignitas has picked up in Summer Speed.
Look, I think it'd be really good for Dig to pick up some wins here. Do I think it's going to happen? No. Like, I'm not going to lie to you or BS you, but it would be fun to watch it happen.
Both becoming these kind of battle mage bruisers.
Yeah, if you can blow up the Swain in one big pop, then it feels fantastic. Because he stacks health, not a lot of resistances, but if you don't kill him in that first burst, it gets really tough to kill him afterwards because he presses the ultimate, he gets a big chunk of health, and then he drain tanks through it, especially with all these, more melee champions on top of you. And then you're going to have the artillery firing in from the Ezreal, from the Ryze, liking what Lyon have drafted here today. But again, my eyes will be on the man on your screen right there. Dardoch, his big return to the LCS on the Lee Sin. This is a champion that can get aggressive, has a lot of agency, so I imagine a lot of our time in this game 1 will be spent tracking his pathing.
All right. Draft as good a line here. I would say so. I think the damage and engage is fine on Lion's side.
Since lock-in tournament all the way back
I need to load up Call of Duty on my phone.
Hopefully our fortunes change
whereas the Dignitas side feels a little too heavy AD, personally.
First LCS game.
Little too heavy.
2021 summer.
All right, Dardoch. Let's see what you got. Lee Sin.
Dardoch.
Fine.
Playing his second most played champion of all time.
We need to see best case scenario here is Dardoch getting the better of Armeo and Denethor getting the better of Dokla. I don't expect Palafox to get the better of Saint. I don't expect FBI and Ignar to get the better of Berserker and Isles. But the important part for that bot lane is just hold on. Okay? Let everybody else win it for you.
What would you
should be fine
from Dardoch given the composition so far? Do you feel like he's going to be just kind of doing the traditional jungle pathing where he goes for the full clear and then goes for a back? Actually,
also, I know for those that thought I was going to be live 2 hours beforehand, I was going to watch Breaking Point, but then I went to the gym, and that got delayed a little bit. And then on top of that, Call of Duty was really good. So I was watching COD.
I don't think Dardoch needs to do anything exceptional. I think Dignitas
Camille missed.
Pretty poor performances out of XU. It's one of the big reasons they made this change. But the big thing that he needs to do is help unify this Dignitas team. That's like everyone who talks about what he's able to do in NACL is he makes the game easier for other players because Dardoch knows what he wants to do and he knows what he wants his teammates to do. So it's hard to do that, to just step into a new team. And in 5 days of playing in person, he said he got here on Sunday into Los Angeles to be unified. But that's the type of player that Dardoch can be.
I didn't even know about League. Wow, that's crazy. There's going to be a whole new generation of people that are going to be exposed to Dardoch now.
Most of the time when he joins a new
which is
team,
kind of great
because they wanted a revitalized jungle, mechanical jungle. Let's take a look at some of his history here. Because 17 years old, he joins the league.
Good snare.
There's a little scrap in the bot lane, not going to amount to anything here. But then he moves around
a
lot. This was his best ever finish. He was
so good.
Dude, the Echo Fox split was incredible.
They were halfway through the split, they were 8-1. Everyone thought they were just going to run over the rest of the split, slumped a little bit, finished third place, but demolished Clutch Gaming in that third place match over.
Shout out to the green wall, baby.
Then he really continued.
Optic days.
7 different LCS teams.
Wasn't able to get a starting spot because Meteos was just beating his ass in scrims, apparently.
As Armeo pops up in a little cloud of vision right there. So inefficient pathing already as Dardoch in the counting stats, even though he hasn't played in 5 years, still way up there. It's a little bit small, but you can see 7th all-time in games played, 8th all-time in kills, 8th all-time in assists.
Swain checking that is crazy.
And he's ready to count some more
That's
stats.
crazy work.
It's
incredible he's top 10 in all those categories when he hasn't played in 5 years. That's crazy to me that in his time in the LCS, he was already able to accomplish all of those
And he's still in his 20s. He was so
Fox Arrow
young
was a fever dream.
for
Oh,
so-
bro.
For his entire
Remember
LCS
Delta
career,
Fox,
really.
too?
I mean,
Which was like their way to try and make sure that they could get
when
into
he was
franchising.
last on Dignitas, he would have been, what, 23?
Crazy times.
Something
Right?
around
So,
there, yeah.
that's
Denethor
young
missing a lot of
in the grand
CS there
scheme
for
of
that
things.
Poe.
Yeah. Well, speaking of
A lot.
how things are going over there, apparently we have comms of Ignar telling his teammates his LCS idol. Let's take a listen.
Lane against TL bot lane.
What about if?
Who is better, Lyon bot lane, TL bot lane?
Don't know, bro. We'll find out tonight. It doesn't matter because you're better, Ignar.
Oh, I'm scared.
Think about it this way: little core JJ knowledge. Only one of them won worlds, so.
I'm a world champion.
To be honest, Core JJ is my idol, kind of, you know?
Same. The go.
Yeah, because long time ago it was not, but I'm getting older and older. He's still good. Makes me like you know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Hey, respect.
Core gets more and more
Respect.
of your hero, your idol.
I mean, it's fun. Age is such a topic because if they bring in Dardoch, some people are wondering, like, okay, why would you bring in Dardoch? Is he not too old? He is not. There are 6 players in the LCS right now older than
Dokla being one of them.
Dardoch.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are in this game. Dokla and Ignar both older than Dardoch. The other players, Core JJ, oldest player in the league, Impact, Huhi, Ignar, Dokla, and D-Boy, all older than Dardoch.
Faker's older than him,
are
too.
in this game.
Yes,
so
sir. And
even
Dokla's
close to.
good. Dokla's playing the best league of his life. So
He's got
Age
a
is really
strong
just a number.
argument for first team All-Pro already in this summer split. So
All right,
currently
Denethor
he's
getting a
pushed
little
in
bit.
by Denethor, who's actually
Sven?
better
Well,
at this
Sven's
match
not starting,
despite
but
the counter pick. Dokla went for the double
I'd imagine
armor back
Sven's
here with
probably
the
up there.
Alzheimer's. And Denethor
Actually,
got
how old is Sven?
Another wave in, it looks like.
yeah, I mean, this matchup is going to be Jace's favorite. It's just about whether or not the Swain can outscale. Dokla himself did have an advantage on Zeus when they played this matchup at MSI. So Dokla's just trying to withstand. the
Sven
Swain
is
broad
29,
combinations,
yep.
How much Denethor can get going early, as he's got to play a little bit safe and just take a base.
Dokla will stick around, catch a cannon wave, and we did see Isles even rotate up there. So if Denethor had pushed for more,
This is a good start for
been in
Dig.
trouble. He does still
Bot
have
lane's
outside
not
on
getting
the
ahead,
split now,
which
but
has been the case for
Isles
most
very
of their
out there.
matchups.
Dokla's channeling another back. We'll stop it again. Now mid lane, Isles does go for the gank onto Palafox.
Palafox
It's a
lives.
shockwave down. Ignar's trying to lock in Isles. Dardoch not able to land the Sonic Wave. Isles does walk away.
Pretty good gank there from Isles, even though he had to burn his flash. He chunked out Palafox, got the ultimate, and Saint is going to be pretty happy about the wave state.
All right, Ignar doing a good job backing
Yep.
off.
I mean, that's ultimate down, the summoner spell heal down. It's flash
Yeah,
triggered
actually, you retired.
from Isles.
Here.
But already with
I
that
embarrassed
pressure
myself
that they've
doing
created,
Diamond
Armeo
Trap.
goes straight to the Dragon with Berserker, so this is going to
Had
be
a
a
birthday
first
party.
Dragon
I
picked up
personally
by
didn't
Lyon.
sing anything.
Stacking up very
It was
quickly.
somebody else's birthday party that we went to,
2
and they
minutes
were all
until that next
singing,
growth.
but I
Sometimes
did not
we've
sing.
seen
My
these
rule
last
is
couple
I
of
go up and I
games
rap.
that, you know, the Dragon
I will
be
rap,
able to
I will
win the
not
grub
sing.
spawn.
I am
every
not
team
comfortable with
thought
my
the
singing
first
voice.
early Dragon take, but this time around we could get a contest.
Yeah, it was a really nice timing there by Armeo to start the Drake, knowing the Palafox was in base with no TP. So that's just a tempo play. I'm not going to blame Dardoch for that whatsoever.
Okay.
Other team got Drake. Some random solo queuers would, but we're professionals here. We understand that things are outside of the jungler's control. It was
It was
had a nice
funny.
little
Somebody
look on his
did
end there, bot lane as well,
Ludacris's
Berserker.
My Chick
You
Bad
know,
last night.
time Dardoch played in the LCS, Camille support was not a thing.
We were
So
up
he hasn't
top,
had to
and
deal
somebody's
with
like,
a
"Oh, you know
second
this song,"
jungler.
and I'm literally
Yeah, but in
rapping
LCS,
every
in
word up
LCS.
top
True.
Yeah, with
Yes.
Flex,
in the
he's
balcony
pretty
area.
active. I mean, when I
And
talked
they're like,
to him
"Why are
before
you
the
not
game,
down there singing?" Because like I
he was
don't
saying
need to be
how
on
he just
stage right
kinda
now.
slowly
Like
realized
let them
his
handle it.
results kept
They got
getting
it.
better and better. He was a top 2 NACL finisher.
Then
Last
I was
week
like,
when event, he got
fill
to
her
play
up.
some scrims
Balloons.
against LCS teams. Then the LCS teams kind of realized, hey, this Dardoch guy, still pretty good.
3-game
pretty
series.
good.
I wouldn't
Not
mind
too
it going
shabby.
3. I think we
Asking
still
around,
win
and
it no
that's
matter
kinda
what.
led
But
to
for
this
entertainment value,
eventual
I'm chill to
LCS
go 3.
return. As the the lanes are stable right now. He doesn't need to do anything.
Man, my shot sliced to the left.
The
Hey.
problem about playing against
Yep.
Lion
That's called
is
those hips
they're the
opening
best
up down the
team
first
fighters in the
baseline
LCS,
and your
so
hands
there's
trying to hit a
games
foul
where
or
they're
trying to
gonna
hit
be
it to
slightly
third.
behind and they're just going to out-team fight you.
That's
You're gonna
exactly
take
what
this, right?
happened.
You're going to take just being in the game, giving yourself a chance.
I will say this is the Lion special, though. When they had Inspired, this was very much the pace of their play. Those, you know, 3 out of the first 4 games.
Sox
they
lost
without him were
Sage.
Very fast, very aggressive. We have highlight reels of Berserker, diving turrets.
You think I'm
going
gonna
to
feel bad about the
but
Red
they
Sox
also showed that they
losing?
have the ability to play slow
No.
still, even without
No,
Inspired in the
I'm
jungle,
not.
constantly farming up. Armeo's still farming up himself. He's up in about
I
a
should?
point from
Or are you
Dardoch
forgetting
right
where
now.
I live?
They're looking mid onto Palafox. He has the flash available, but no teleport.
They just have so much river control that they're actually just taking the objective off of this because they have the players missing that everyone on Dig has to approach with
Okay.
more respect.
Denethor CS check.
Approaching, though.
He is
Armeo with
above.
the 1 grub and back away. See
Slightly.
if Dardoch actually wants to take
Mid's
it.
pretty
See
much
they
even.
started Up. So just going to be a 1 grub take for Armeo. Deny
1 for
the
2
full
trade.
3
That's
from
fine.
Dignitas, but Dig were in the neighborhood.
Got
so it's not
12
gonna be
over
3
on 9
grubs to
holes.
Lion.
I need to work a lot of
Respectful play
my
from
putting and make sure
both
my shot doesn't
teams.
slice. Crazy hard game.
Niles, he's
Dude,
got a
golf.
forward brush up
The
there. See if
thing with
Denethor
golf
spots
that
it
is
out.
so
He's
hard is
screening
that.
on
Oh,
Dokla.
hang on.
Twin pops the ultimate. Denethor will just run
Denethor lives,
away,
okay.
and he's out of there.
The thing with
Okay,
golf
not
that's
bad.
so hard
Nice
is that your
storm
swing
research
one day
block
will
there
never be the same.
On the Jace. Trades hard with swing, gets the
Like
ultimate
between
off
days,
that,
your golf
but
swing changes
Rome isn't really
literally
costing
every day.
Isles
You
anything
never
as
hit the
part
same
of
shot or same
this
feeling
support
shot
Camille.
twice. It's crazy.
Ignar's been sticking
There's
around a
no
little
other
bit
sport
more
like it.
in lane. That's why he's level 6 to Isles is level 5, so could try and make a play
It's
with that power spike,
aggravating
but with the objective
in the
being
worst
down,
ways and best
this is where
ways
Lion's
possible.
just going to play pretty respectful of this big level 6 Leona that can walk around.
Right now that Leona is on the bottom side on a ward, so the Leona Envision is the least scary Leona. True. Don't have to worry about that. Isles will show as well here. Get some of this XP in
Alright.
the lane.
Bot lane,
And here's
even.
another fun
This is
fact
the
about
first
that.
time
We've been
that
talking a lot about how the
Lion
last
has
time we
gone
played
even
was
in the bot lane
2020
in a while.
It's also the last time Dig ended the split with a
True.
positive win record.
Yeah.
Was the spring of that.
Is this a kill on
year
Dokla?
with Dardoch.
This might
He's gonna
be.
have to put a lot of work in if he wants to make that happen
No,
again
never mind.
here, as now he's
Oh!
first blood.
There we go.
Welcome back to the
Come on, Dig.
LCS. Dardoch
There we
makes
go.
the gank happen through the bot lane.
Don't even need the Leona ultimate because they can just connect through the Camille hook shot and secure
Well,
that
Isles
kill.
was doing something. He died.
Very nicely done by Dardoch playing around his support.
Yeah, I mean, he goes in through the bottom brush and just, there's no vision down. We
Have
saw
you
the
always
Isles use
said
the...
it that
Yeah,
way
XU was
on
pretty good
Brush,
down in tier
or are you
2.
doing it on purpose because I called it out
He
yesterday?
understandably deserved to get his shot. It's
I'm
unfortunate
not
it
gonna
didn't
lie to
work
you,
out
Chad,
in
I
tier
don't really
1,
think when I say
but
the word brush. Does it
she was
change
good in
every
tier
time I
2.
say it?
No,
Is that what's happening?
you've been consistent the last 2
Okay,
days saying
okay.
push, but it's just the first time I've noticed it.
XU
Should I
is
say
that's a
brush? Would
perfect
that make you more
comparison.
comfortable?
I mean, that just
Perfect.
makes me feel like it's being said correctly, but you can do what you want.
I think it's a Minnesotan coming out of me.
Okay.
It's the long vowels, you know?
I mean, it makes sense. Dardoch was just playing for a collegiate team in Minnesota.
yeah, exactly.
So it's on the
Shout
Minnesota?
out St.
Yeah.
Cloud.
Minnesota.
And this is the look
by
at the gank.
FBI, and then Dardoch with the execute on the
Where are we getting the Sota from? It's soda.
Beautiful gank there. Lands the Sonic Wave,
From
follows
the
it up, has
rush.
the execute damage. First item, Eclipse.
I know. He's strong. But Sundered Sky for Armeo, so they're able to match. There's a decent chance we're going to see some posturing around
Kangas
this
is
next
from,
drill.
no, I know Kangas is from. I'm
Rush
saying the
for
way
those
Chat
guys.
said it
It's
was like
really in the
crazy
mind of,
West
I'm gonna
Coast.
make Palafox kill me.
Like,
because no one else is going to be able to.
Minnesota.
That's the strategy he's
it's
going
like
with.
no Minnesota.
The
Like
armor
don't
stacking
don't
top
overemphasize
side
the
is gonna
T.
be-
Like
that's
let's
a
not.
Palafox later on
let's
in
not
the
do
game
that.
here, as currently Lyon are controlling the access point to this next dragon. They got the first one very early, but with Dardoch picking up that first kill, that's a 1.3 thousand.
All right, here we go.
Overall for Dignitas.
Big fight
Every
for
single
Dig.
member of Dig has a slight lead.
They
over
need to
their
keep
Lion
compounding
counterparts.
this early.
Sonic Wave will
Oh!
land. The combo from
Oh!
Dardoch just bursts Isles down.
That's the decisiveness.
Yeah.
Land the Q. The plan is if
Look
I find
at
someone who's gonna
that.
combo them, that's not necessarily something you just ad-lib in the moment. So beautifully
Okay.
done there by Dardoch
Hold
and
up.
Palafox. Same page. Palafox cashes in and they take the
Hold up now.
Incredible trigger pull there.
Yes,
from
sir.
Dardoch
Let's
and
not get
Palafox.
excited yet.
Mid-jungle synergy
But-
already showing up. I mean, it's not the flashiest combo to land. It's just land a Q, press Q again.
No, look,
press
Dardoch
R, but
is
still,
even
the
in
fact
farm,
that they
1-0
did
and
it
1.
so decisively. It's
And
that's
even
a
in
good
Dragons.
sign for this Dignitas squad.
Former rookie of the split Dardoch back at it again. in his first game.
Oh, Denethor, this is a bad angle.
Look out, look
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
Denethor, talking about rookies, alone in the top lane right now. He dodged the last Isles gank, but will not dodge this one.
That was,
Dokla picks up the kill.
Flash from Swain and Ignite.
I mean,
all
good on Isles
from
for being there, but like,
Camille, but that
yeah, you
is the
get.
win condition for Lyon. Is
That's
big
tough.
dokes
Yeah.
on this Swain. Stayed even enough in CS, completed the Frozen Heart, and also picked up a kill. So going tanky first, and then
I guess
potentially
they did
rivalize
kill Camille in that
next.
fight
It's
down
gonna
bot
be
side. You
a
do
really
have to
difficult
assume that
Swain.
he's going to be up top.
Now 474 gold ahead of Denethor, who was holding on just from the matchup itself. But yeah, I think you're onto something there, Jad. Dokla learning from that MSI performance, saying, wait a minute, there's something to this. If you could just weather the storm.
Why are we
survive
hex
the
flashing
laning
over
phase,
to?
this
Maybe that's
Swain
just
will
to
be a
reset
monster.
the
Now
cooldown.
building
I don't know.
towards damage next after picking up all that armor.
Yeah, Palafox
With
has to build
the mana as
real
well. Like,
items.
Frozen Heart also just gives
He
you that
cannot
ability to
afford
stay
to
lane
not
long.
build
That's a
damage
huge
this game.
chunk of mana that you get, so
You are the
he's
only
gonna be a
magic
problem.
damage,
Not
and
enough
everybody on the
fires
enemy
doing
team
this
that can
type of
build
thing that Dokka's
defensive
doing
in
and
some
Zane's
way
done a lot of,
will be
where
getting
his
armor
go-to
shoes
is picking
and
these, like, kind of
Swain's going to be
versatile,
building
low-sustained
pure
damage
armor
team
tank.
comps. Like, just pick something that will outscale the game in the top lane because you're still able to get a lot of income over time.
Reminder, everybody, Atlanta, Georgia. Fun fact, was the host of the Summer Olympics
Here we go.
in 1996. Now, 30 years later, it will host the 2026 LCS Championships as
Same
Ignar
thing.
goes for a top lane gank. Paying it back in kind from
There we
Isles'
go.
earlier
Give it to
roll.
Dardoch
Dignitas
or
backing up their
Palafox,
top
doesn't
lane
matter.
this time.
That's
Actually,
fine.
it's Palafox in
Dig
the
playing
lane.
very
But
decisive
either
right
way,
now.
shutting down
Okay.
Dokla.
And
Okay.
again, I really like the
Now, as long as
focus there.
Dardoch
He's
doesn't,
stacking
or
armor,
Denethor
so let's
doesn't die
play
bot
around
lane,
the
which he
one guy
lives.
who does magic
Nice.
damage, and then be very sure that we give Palafox
There we go.
a kill, because if Palafox doesn't get fed, they're going to have actually no answer for the Swain.
FBI could die
0-0
here if he's not careful.
On the way to Fed territory here, 439 gold ahead of the
All
lane
right, he's
counterpart
fine.
as Denethor went to the bottom side and is picking up the wave down there into Saint.
The Jace is
And
the
that's
only
turret
problem
taken as
so
well for
far.
Palafox, so a lot of
It's the
gold
only one that
injections
I'm
as we're
watching
gonna
this
see
and
what
being a
his
little bit
purchases.
worried.
Yeah, Seraph's completed.
Also,
4 stacks on the
FBI
dark
building
seal and a couple
Mosquito
lamp tones to
Gin.
boot. Palafox
You
is
hate to see
ready
it.
carry.
Yeah, he's playing a little bit of scam.
You hate to
Didn't
see
start
it.
with a, Blackfire Torch or anything like
Can
that.
never have
Gone
two
straight
people
for
building correctly
Seraphs,
on the
but it's
same
gonna
team,
give him a little
ever.
bit of durability later on in the game if he needs to survive getting jumped on by the Camille.
If it leads here.
You see
This is
Zen,
walking
he's
bot. They
clicking
want to dive me.
Yeah, we're clicking top
We
right
can
now.
easily just dive with two.
Tell me when you're ready. Lee?
Ready. You can
Just
go.
go now,
you
go now, go now.
Bottom league, right? I mean, to his credit, like, this isn't full strength Lyon,
Give it to Christian.
and he knows no better elsewhere. But
Armeo getting caught in the jungle, and Dignitas do not
bro, dig
relent.
is.
They go and invade Armeo with the Raptors right as the Herald's
Hey,
up.
hold
They're
up
gonna kill
now.
an objective.
Play for Palafox. Dardoch and Palafox have displayed
Look, this
amazing
is-
mid-jungle synergy so far. Look out, though, Berserker.
Oh, here we go. This is the one person you have to worry about.
Yeah,
Every
a lot of
time.
damage here onto Ignar. FBI going to try his best to catch his wave, and will do so back off. Now we see Saint actually
little
approaching
risky.
at the Herald.
This
It
is
was
the
Dardoch
one
alone
guy you
on
gotta
the
worry
Rocket
about.
objective. He has to go
Dardoch,
back
you
into
are
the
alone.
FBI. Saint should not be able to keep him locked in place,
Okay.
so Dardoch gets the objective and gets out.
A lot happening, though. Palafox TPing behind Dokla, trying to make a play happen
Oh.
here.
Denethor got big damage. In comes Isles. Hextech ultimatum goes through Demonic.
There we go. Does Denethor live? I don't think he lives, but oh, he does.
Oriana is too much for the armor of Dokla.
Oh.
Denethor survives.
Oh,
Dignitas find
man.
2 kills.
Is it
Mid turret's in trouble
happening?
though. Saint's getting some damage down.
Yep,
Does not
take
get
it.
the final auto out. Dardoch
Take
goes
it.
in out of Berserker, trying to lock him down with the Dragon's Rage, but in comes Armeo.
Oh, fuck FBI, you gotta hit that.
Shot from Curtain Call will go wide. Saint side
Oh,
step.
no, he pushed him away from it.
Knocks Armeo
No.
out from the deadly flourish,
It's
but
fine.
they
It still
got
works.
the
It still
kill
works. A little bit
regardless.
uncoordinated.
FBI with the
A little bit
crack.
uncoordinated.
I mean,
Could have been
so
way
close to
cleaner,
getting
but
more. It's actually 1-for-1 for now.
Palafox once more. Throws out the
And base the
shockwave,
flash. That's fine.
out from
That's fine.
Saint. Dignitas playing at 100 miles per hour.
This
are
is
not giving
a
Lion room to breathe.
crazy
They are not-
different
I mean, their
dig.
tempo was so good and that play was such a good look, but they just missed too much. I mean, they kicked him out of the Curtain Call. FBI
Oh,
missed
bro,
the
it
fourth
was-
shot. Denethor missed the EQ. The shockwave from Palafox was very well placed, but flashed by Saint. It is a 1-for-1. They get the turret. I was trying to be a little cheeky there.
This
Losing the
is-
game of chicken. I mean, they're still playing exceptionally well in this game, but they just lost a lot of tempo with that interrupt on
Palafox's back
and how
got
much they
canceled.
missed.
He does not have TP
Yep.
Dragons up in 2 seconds. I think Lion have a huge opportunity to just burst this down.
They're just
Dignitas will
gonna
have a 4v5 fight for it if they want to look They're
Palafox no
approaching, but
TP.
yeah, it's a numbers disadvantage.
I don't
That
think you
True
fight
Shot
this. If
Barrage
you're Dig,
from
you're
Berserker
3k
actually
up, you can just
completely
give
changed the
the
tempo of this
dragon.
play,
It's
and that
fine.
means that is a free
It
dragon
is what
for
it is.
Lyon.
Take
Well,
gold
we still have
elsewhere.
ourselves in a
Make the
really
next tempo
banger game
play.
right now.
Yeah.
The gold lead on the side of Dignitas. We know there's the Swain scaling on the side of Lyon. We know Palafox is getting really fed in this game. And it looks to be the Dardoch, he's in form.
Yeah,
We knew he was in form. This is confirming that he is in form.
100% kill
He's playing
participation. 106.
Alright, come on.
I think I can confirm that statement there, Jet.
The big thing for me too is Denethor is playing well.
Sometimes we hype it
Every
up,
every
but it's up to the
person
player
on
to
Dig right
deliver,
now is
and I think
clicking, which
Dardoch
is good.
delivering in
Coming out
fantastic
strong.
fashion.
It's
Let's take
exactly what
another
you
look
need.
at that, 'cause, man, this almost
Oh,
goes
bro, this
so well
this
for
would have
Dig.
been
It's still good,
crazy.
but think of the potential.
I mean, Saint tanked that one shot from FBI that would have hit the CC Berserker and probably killed him. Then they Jace him
Yeah.
out of the Jin route. And then Ignar takes one too many tower shots as the spell flash
dude.
connects from Saint. And then just a nice flash from Saint at the end.
Little bit more cohesion. Not
Yeah,
much,
back to
but just a
Lyon, we see
little
here,
bit more
Dardoch
cohesion.
Looks like he went in for an invade
And it's
right
fine.
there, trying to get some more camps away.
But I like it.
But you can see the audience rallying behind Dignitas. It's a play onto Palafox in the top lane, all alone. He will flash away. Saint chases him down.
Ooh,
Not
my
quite enough
God.
damage, and Palafox will walk out.
Not even close. Look at that Seraph shield coming in clutch. 345 damage shield, but if it was 1 point less shielded, he would be dead.
Yep.
So
Okay.
that's why he has the item. It's to live through Camille ganks. Still, the tempo.
All right,
does
Jin going
feel
IE second.
fast in
Denethor
this
getting a
game.
tower.
Very fast.
Now
really
25
matching each
CS
other,
up
and
with a
Dignitas has been
tower.
able to find enough kills, and this gold lead is getting pretty substantial for them.
And I know 9
Yep.
kills in 19 minutes doesn't feel like that many, but it's been an action-packed game regardless, because not all those kills have been at the same time. They've been spread out enough that there has been so many plays from both sides. Isles went for the
on
first one on the
Rylai's.
top side.
That's-
Denethor was
dude,
able
this
to
next
avoid it.
fight,
Now Isles
Swain's
went up there
full
2 more
strength.
times, almost
But if
takes
you're
down Palafox,
Dig,
does
your
get
goal is to
Denethor
get
another
picks,
time.
not to
This
straight up
Camille support
5v5.
is
These
definitely
comps
kind of
operate
dictating a
entirely
lot of the pace of
different.
play from Lion's side, but Dardoch
So
and
hopefully it
Palafox
doesn't
are
matter.
dictating it from Dignitas' side. So,
And I
keep
don't
your
think you're
eyes
ever
on
going
this
for a
Lee
pick on
Sin.
a
Wherever
swing.
he goes, action
Ever.
seems to follow. 100% kill participation still as the turrets are falling in the side lanes. Dignitas got the outer turret bot side for Denethor. Now Palafox pushing in this top turret. Look at all the vision they
This
have
is an
down.
interesting
With
build from
Ignar
Jin.
and
I'm still
Dardoch
not the
covering
biggest
nearby.
Yomos
He's got
fan.
so much
You could be on a
protection.
second crit item by now, but
Confidence to just walk up and keep
it's
hitting that
fine. The
turret.
game is
Yeah,
steady
he
enough
snowballing
that you
like
don't need to
really
worry
this
about it
item
yet.
is built is interesting. The Storm Surge,
Oh
keeping
my
the
God,
line
I
out,
don't know if
lock
this
it
is
down.
worth.
Guards
This
out,
feels
so
a
it's
little
gonna absorb
aggro.
A lot of the damage. That's ultimate for
Okay,
ultimate trade.
fine.
Support for jungler. Armeo gonna have to back all the way off as Dokka's getting a lot of work on that bottom turret. Dignitas pushing in mid. Dokka will get
Okay.
the turret. So Lyon actually not too bad. They absorb the play mid, and they get some gold onto Dokka.
They absolutely do, but look at this Storm Surge that Palafox has completed as his second item. I think Storm Surge is a very under-purchased item because everyone else looking for the cheap AP
Yep.
item is just going to go like Rocket Belt second.
Yeah.
But it's very bursty. 15 Magic Pen, 90 AP, and the 6% move speed, not to mention the passive that will just, they call it Squall,
Alright.
but it's just that extra magic damage burst.
Palafox
if
a little
you're
bit behind
doing
in CS,
a
but it's
large
fine.
burst of
Dardoch 100%
damage, which he
KP
will be
and
doing to
about
basically
12 CS
everyone
ahead,
on
which is
this team.
fantastic.
So lowered mobility for the increased chance of like one-shotting someone who's gone the
Oh,
upgrade
they're trying to
structure
make a
is
play
with the
top.
additional magic pen of the Storm Surge, so he's
At
going
least
for
they're
two
pinging
now.
for it.
Dardoch.
Are they going to
He
go on the
throws out
Swain?
The command protect. He's setting up the Lee Sin shockwave.
Oh,
but Lee Sin goes a little far
that's a little
forward.
deep.
Oriana's not
Nothing
able to
there.
follow
It's fine,
up,
though.
and
You got
they
Ryzold
just
out.
get their mid laner
I mean,
out there
Ryzold will
with
come
no
back
more.
quick enough, but
They're able to shift everyone to the top side on the map. They don't lose anything for that play, though, because so many people online had to respond to it. They still have mid push. They still have top push. Both these teams kind of playing on two lanes.
also not
And I
truly
think
fate.
everyone
Thank you
needs
for
to
the follow.
reset for this next Drake fight, because Dig does not want Lyon reaching
52
the
seconds
side
until
lanes.
Drake fight. What do we got item wise?
Baron.
Item wise, 2.5 for both
Yeah.
the
They're just gonna go
ADCs,
for trap play.
2 full items,
Walking
and a
up, has
little
the
bit
Berserker
more
back
for
available.
Palafox
Also
right
has the
now.
solar
Does
flare
he have full
available.
boots? He does have full boots.
Isles would be an easier target to burst down, but he's
That
able
rod
to hook
could
shot
make a
back
big
away, so he
difference.
gets the wave.
Jungle-wise, a little
Dignitas,
bit more
looks
for
like they were setting
Dardoch
some
and
kind of death push
Denethor.
there.
2 and a component, not full boots. Swain's big. Big
Their
Swain.
Baron damage is so low, I feel like it's such a fake threat that no one online has to check. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like, they have the inside track to Drake now. If they just shift down, FBI's been pushing in this mid wave.
13 seconds. I mean, this dragon should be free. There's no way that Lyon can come in through the poke of this. Like, you can't. So, if anything, get vision bot side. If they try and go for Baron, fine. Take dragon, push out bot side.
Thinking that Dig might still be playing around top
Yep,
side.
push out bot side. Keep that gold up.
I do like plays like this from teams when they decide we're not going for dragon, commit to a play on the other side. They make sure they at least get the turret, they get more gold onto their solo laners, and they already have 2 dragons. So this is going to take a while for Dignitas to stack these up and actually threaten a dragon soul. I think this is a completely fine play.
Of course, FBI is going fucking rapid fire cannon 3rd item. Jesus Christ.
Contest future dragons. And right now, Dokla is going to be one of parts of that. Same with Saint. Those are the only 2 that are within, 500 of their opponents. Dardoch and FBI have really kind of ran away with the gold leads over their lane opponents.
They have. Dardoch. Wonder how
he's
much
really.
damage he's going to
He's going Yomo's rapid fire cannon. Yomo's rapid fire cannon and Storm Razor. Oh my God.
Hasn't been a kill for quite a while.
He could be building toward that still with the double longsword.
Everyone's ready to fight right here.
I mean, Baron's up. It would be.
Oh, it's on Camille. This is an interesting spot, though, for Lyon. Okay, Jin's going to be able to free fire. Not good. Nope.
Dardoch dove onto the back line, but Palafox was segmented from the fight, could not get in
not
range
good.
for the combo.
I mean, it's just too deep. They can't get through the Swain.
Ignar might just go down, has to flash away. Isles threatened the hook shot.
Yeah,
the early game was really good, but
trying too hard to get the kick onto Isles. But you could just see Big Dokes in there with the Frozen Heart and the Rylai's and the Null Magic. Like,
that's what I'm saying. These 5v5 fights, when you're on even footing, it's right where Lyon wants to be. Dig needs to poke out.
Doesn't start with a one-shot if Swain is in the fight.
Yeah, you press Demonic Ascension. We already highlighted the relative low range of a lot of these engaged tools. Lee Sin flying in, Ignar flying in, Denethor, he's got the Shock Blast, but after that, he kind of wants to go for the melee form to get that extra chunk.
Bro, I cannot stand FBI on Jhin.
Like that we see Lyon show their
his builds
as well.
every time are criminal.
Jet, it's the team fight
every
for this
time.
Team. The way that they set that up, incredible.
It really is. Armeo disengaged at the start there. Dokla only at 10 stacks of his Ravenous Flock. Hasn't been able to get too many. 150 bonus health he'll have from that, so still slowly building up his tankiness. Mostly a tank Swain, it feels like, so far, but it's not very effective.
I mean, that's all he's supposed to be. You got Ezreal, you got Ryze, you got Zinjao. You'll be fine. And Camille. You do not need more damage on Swain. You just need to be a frontline beefcake drain tank that just sits there and doesn't die.
A lot more damage and also gives you that magic.
And can CC.
Dokla's build as it's right back to Baron control. 2 minutes 40 for that dragon, so there's really nothing on the bottom I have to focus on. Dokla's down there. Realm Warp from Saint straight on the Dardoch. The Dignitas jungler was waiting in the wings.
Kicked him back. Dardoch might be dead.
Got to get out of dodge. Palafox will be the escape.
Never mind.
Almost just popped. The shockwave still
Dardoch, that's a little deep.
Combo. Dardoch flashes over the wall. Lyon trying to chase Dignitas out, and they will keep their mid laner alive. Nobody dies on your side.
Hey, Brady. How we doing?
Dardoch is going some places right now. I like the look to be able to get the flash from Saint, but then taking that Q into Armeo, having to burn his Dardoch then had to burn his flash to get back over the Baron pit. A little hyphy. I felt like he had such an amazing start to this game.
The 3 items on Berserker are terrifying relative to the 3 items on FBI.
Trying to find the
Look at how little damage. You have 3 items. Look at how little he does to those cannon minions.
Ezreal, who we haven't talked about that much, but he just hit 3 items on Ezreal. Very high carry potential.
He's a little antsy, but I like how he's playing with a river level tempo right now, and I appreciate it.
Cameras. See who is talking, because in the past it would be Palafox
All
talking.
right, minute 36 until Dragon. Again, you need to find a pick. You can't straight up 5v5. If you straight up 5v5, Dokla's going to be able to take over these fights. Ezreal will just be able to pepper you.
Definitely a different look for Dignitas. You can already feel something's different about this team just in this game 1.
I got a YouTube video for Dignitas. Just release the whole game on comms. Just the whole series.
Honestly,
just release it. That's going to get the most views of any LCS video released that week. The Lyon team comms are amazing. They have really great edits. They have been my favorite ones to watch, especially when Inspired is there. But I feel like the Dardoch Palafox cinema, I think it's worth it. It's worth the strategic trade-off.
100%. Agreed.
Just for the entertainment value.
We're talking so much about Dardoch's return and how exciting that is, but think about the team he's returning.
Agreed with Jats. Jats got a good eye for content.
It's a rookie top laner that Dardoch is jungling for. It's Palafox in the mid lane with FBI Ignar in the bot lane. So the volatility of this Dignitas squad has been present so far.
Optic trying to clutch out. We got a 10-point game
Now Baron
currently.
is the focus here for Lyon. They started up. It's spotted out by Dignitas.
All right. How are you going to fight into this?
So it will at the very least be a TP gain for Lyon. They're still on the Baron. They just
get it.
They had the DPS.
Oh, this is not good for Dig.
Were far too slow to contest. Maybe
this is really not good for Dig. This is a bad fight. This is a really bad fight.
The Leona takes a one-way trip to the gray screen as Isles now
yeah.
goes to the re-engage.
Yeah.
Saint with the Realm Warp cuts off the retreat path, and Dignitas are routed. Lyon yet again show their team fight strengths.
Dude, he did nothing to Isles. Bro, FBI, you should be reported for this build. Bro, I'm sorry, you should be so reported for this build. This is crazy. You deal no damage at all.
I think the debuff from the Hunting Baron had pretty much expired.
And game's just over, I think.
Timing of Ignar going for that engage, and then once he went in, everyone just felt like they had to follow. And again, it's one of those things where they fought just within the Swain ultimate, so there was no real chance. And it might be the end of the game.
They have a cannon minion. They have so much damage.
The fact that this ends so quick.
From the respawn.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
And it ends like that. Lyon weather the storm. One Baron's all it takes. They'll win game one.
I hate to see a game end like that.
Yeah.
It was looking so good for Dignitas.
It was looking good up until it literally didn't. We got to go back. We got to go back. So they just, I mean, you're 2.5k gold ahead. You lack the decisiveness. Everybody's kind of lagging behind. Denethor's on bot side. Doesn't TP up. And then, like, you're fighting into a 5v5 situation. Hang on. I need to screenshot this. Like, if you're going to force me to watch this champion, LCS. It's crazy. Yeah, like you're never winning. You are never winning grouped up as Dig as 5 with this comp against theirs. You are never winning from that position ever. Worst part is Isles could have came in for the flank too. Wait, how did Ignar lose all of his health? Ignar was like 3/4 already. Berserker, a combination of Berserker and Rise just nukes him to a 1/4, and then he just loses it further from there. When your team has the scaling advantage, you can get to 4 items. The build really turns on and provides insane honesty. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. There's not many situations that we've seen in professional play that, in my opinion, have warranted Mosquito build Jhin at all. I don't play a ton of Jhin, but what build would you rather see? I mean, just like off the rip, if you're building. This is my last. I haven't opened up Notepad in this. Jesus Christ. All right. if you're gonna build it, what I want to see personally is Hex Optic into IE into not Last Whisper, not Mortal Reminder, LDR, and then if you want to go like Storm Razor or something like that, fine. For me, this is the build. Like that movement speed that you're getting, I think you naturally, sure, either way, you want to swap LDR, fine. Like we'll swap. I'm down. Either way, doesn't. LDR slash IE, LDR slash IE into that. Like, that's this does damage. Okay, this actually hurts whenever you auto attack them with Jhin. Like that can actually do something that's worthwhile. Like sitting there and just providing CC via your W. Like why are you picking this as an ADC then? Fucking pick a mage. Pick a mage. Pick Ziggs. Pick anything else. Pick something that can provide utility on the backside. I get you're trying to do lockdown, but you have a Leona. Okay, you've got the Leona. Just poke out. Poke out. Dude, I can't. Are you on enemy team? Actually, in this case, I'll check whenever the thing is done here. I'm pretty sure most people on the Lyon side probably built armor boots because there was 4 AD damage dealers on the team. But we'll let the ad play and then we'll figure it out. All right, let's go back. Let's see. Whenever Jhin completes the second item, how much armor exists? Okay, so at this point, you've got normal boots on ADC. Nothing there, nothing. You got a good bit of armor on, like Frozen Heart is going to help, and Dokla is going to be naturally. You got Frozen Heart. That's it. That's the only one. I think IE. I would take IE second if that's me, and then save LDR for third. But when did they draft Jhin? I don't remember. I think it was first round. Or like first 3. I think third pick. LDR second one, Jhin. Like I said, my path originally was Hex Optic, IE. I think that two combo is should be your number one. I can't stand whenever people like if your first 3 items are a combination of Youmuu's, RFC, and literally anything else, you've wasted my fucking time. I'm sorry, you've wasted my time. But you know. What do I know? What do I know? Nothing, right? Nothing at all. Wait, let me... Hang on, I need to expand Jake's message here. Hex Optic / Collector, IE, LDR. Yeah. I'm fine with that. Either way, I just don't want to see Youmuu's. You'll never be able to convince me that Youmuu's Rapid Fire both coming in. Also, thank you for the heart. KW, thank you for the heart. Over on TikTok. But, no. Dude, that pissed me off. Straight up pissed me off. Sending hearts to a Mary Matt. Bro, oh, no, dude. You want to see a message I got the other day on TikTok, which is crazy? I obviously just, like, delete, or not delete it, but just, like, ignore it and move on. Where was it? It's in my message request.
Yeah. It's been a while, I feel like, since
I think it has to be a troll account because their profile picture is literally Drake May sitting on a throne.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like
No post, no nothing. They said, I know you're married, ShyKnock, and I'm happy for you, but I just want you to know that you are fucking sexy, LOL. I was like,
go. Who is the best player
nope.
that you played with in your career?
Nope.
You played with a lot of giants. Or just anyone, any player.
It's like, that's a crazy DM to send. Genuinely crazy. And Emily will beat your ass.
I mean, just, you know me.
So,
Okay,
have fun.
fair enough. I'm okay
Good luck.
with that.
Good luck surviving
Last
Emily
night
on that
you
one.
made a tweet that you got food poisoned. How are you okay right now?
For play match,
You
I
gotta say
should be
again?
okay. For play match,
Yeah.
I should be okay.
Film Emily beating their ass for content. We don't condone violence in this household. Unless it's on stage, and then we condone the pushing and shoving. Has everybody here seen, by the way, what happened in Call of Duty earlier today? Did everybody see the tweet, see the video beyond? If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will show you. But have we all seen what happened?
If you were an Illusion 1v1 versus Berserker, who would win?
For sure me.
For sure you? Okay. APA or Loki, since they're
Yep,
having
good.
a decision between who's going to be starting.
Oh, bro, I need that shit so bad. I need it in League. I need somebody to church. And I think it's most possible between, like, KC and MKoy. The only thing that I worry about with those two is, like, being able to escape the...
Both sides.
Being able to escape the venue could be a problem.
Nope, victory.
I like that answer. How has life been without Inspired?
Pretty sure.
Wait, Saint said APA is better than Loki? Hold up, let me go back.
Okay.
I check.
Okay, just based off of feel. APA or Loki, since they're Berserker, who would win?
For sure me.
For sure you? Okay. APA or Loki, since they're having a decision between who's going to be starting. Who do you think is the better player?
APA.
Why?
Feel like it.
Okay, just based off of feel. All right. What champ do you wish was buffed or nerfed?
It's better.
Okay. That's all I wanted to hear. I appreciate you. Thank
Oh.
you for the interview, and hopefully your stomach is good and the gameplay is good.
Oh,
Thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
well,
Well, I'd say he's playing well despite whatever stomach issues he might be having. That was a fantastic
Wow.
interview, though.
It was.
He gave credit to Armeo. Armeo's the better jungler.
Armeo's good. He's also not in his chair, Armeo.
look, all I'm saying
Where is
is that
Where in the world is Armeo?
Only one
if Lyon wins that game with everything going right early for Dig,
I'm hearing from
there's no
Belgium.
hope for Dig in this game.
We're
Because
searching
not even
for
we know
Armeo.
where.
Like,
where
it's
in
so
the
cooked.
world
It is
is.
so over.
No, searching for Armeo. That's the next.
And there's
line.
nothing
That's
you can
good.
do.
That's Lion's next YouTube upload there. All right, we're hearing that he is on his way back to the chair, so we should be ready to hop into pick and ban for game number 2.
Also, forgot to check in on the optics score.
We're so close yet. Oh, they pushed Lyon so far, but this is a reminder why Lyon are the defending champions and why they were the #1 team in Spring.
True, and I do think their draft definitely.
Yeah, no,
upscaled.
the draft got beat hard.
Hard to deal with, but
Hold
Dignitas
on.
played a very coordinated mid game. I'd say.
Jesus, y'all are.
through the
It's
game,
Sunday. Go to
the
church.
early
No, just
timer
like.
where Lyon was able to sink that first Drake.
Yep.
Very important, and then the Berserker ultimate that interrupted Palafox's Orianna base that led to another Lion Drake.
Yeah.
That stopped what could have been a very quick soul for Dignitas, and then I feel like we're having a different conversation.
Yeah,
then
true.
I think just a really bad call at the end of the game by Ignar.
Huh.
But at the same time, I think he's thinking, well, they've
Levels to
kind
this
of
game that
outscaled,
9 at
they're a
$100.
little bit low. Maybe this is our best chance
They've
to
been
fight.
slightly chunked. Maybe the debuffs are still there.
Exactly.
If we can full send
David is
everybody
taken IRL by Emily, taken on the internet by Paul, and I'm the weird cuck boy who
straight to
watches
Joe on my
it.
screen,
Cool.
doing the full chill.
Well, that's why.
There he is.
That's why we have an entire channel in our Discord dedicated to
We got a full
just
5-man
helping you
roster.
out
Let's go.
for that
We
exact
have to
thing.
play both mid and jungle for
And
this
that
and we will be
is
ready to
Cuck
go
Chair
again
Central.
shortly. And Lion still continues
This is
to
just
advance
for you.
as a squad, as a
Yeah, they
team.
really
They're
do.
not
Just
scared
for
to do
you.
that.
They really are. It's just
Is that a Big Brother Cuck Chair? Yo, what the fuck?
with Inspire taking a break, with Rigby not being here for a lot of the drafts. Although Rigby comes back, and immediately we're like, wow, nice draft.
Yeah.
So he's back. He's been.
This channel has been our godsend.
got his big notebook right there.
Yeah, I mean the Swain. For
This
Douglas,
channel
I think, the
has been my
biggest thing
favorite thing
there in that he was getting ahead
that we
in his
have.
one-on-one matchup. Yes, Isles rotated top a lot to help him out in that regard, but we saw how hard
It's
it was
fantastic.
for Dignitas to
I love every single thing about that channel and people's donations to it. I think Paul, for the longest time, was like the main contributor because he was the main one on the road, so he would just like send the pics of the cuck chair every time that he went to a new hotel, which is so much fun to watch. But like, oh man.
In game number 1, will they go 3 for 3 again here now? No, that's Cassiopeia ban.
All right,
So we switched around here.
Dig.
First pick,
do
Lyon
me a
on the
favor,
side.
okay? I liked what we were doing
So gonna
in
change
terms of our play,
Glad you got Jonathan Armeo back into his
But
so he could play, but 5
need you to draft a team fight comp.
to start the split without Inspired. At first, they were feeling really flippy, like, oh, you know, substitute teacher.
Need you to draft a team fight comp.
Crazy. And then this
If you're
last
gonna
game,
play like your team
I
fighting,
felt
then
that
pick
was
for team fighting.
Almost an inspired run game. Yeah. The game's not going well. Let's wait around. Let's play on our power spikes. Snap your fingers. Game's over.
I'm happy you bring that up. They haven't dropped a game yet without it.
Olaf, J4, Bard, Vi, Cass, Caitlyn. Okay, you removed the Caitlyn. So what do we gotta do bot side here?
Is their comfort zone, man. That's where Dignitas is
The first game,
scariest.
1 Dignitas is lost.
That's
They
the first
can't
game 1
fly it.
Dignitas has lost all summer. They won game 1 versus Sentinels, won game 1 versus C9. Yes, the rest of the series did not go their way, but they showed that they were always good for one of them. Let's see if they're good for a game.
Nocturne? Oh, we're going team fight
A
comp.
little out of order from tradition.
Okay.
Nocturne is the first pick here for
And Oriana was played in game 1, so.
Powerful jungle pick. Can also do some early game invading if you really
Bro,
want
give
to
me the full dive comp. Give me like the Rel Kaisa. Go all in on it.
Did try a little bit too hard. Went a
He had
little,
some fun.
little bit of Lee syndrome.
Yeah.
On the Camille play and on the Rise attempt.
Lucia Milio.
This is one of the problems about playing against Lyon is that Berserker is just inevitable.
Yeah.
That's
You just
terrifying.
see Lucian Melio and you're like, but it's Berserker Isles Lucian Melio. You feel like it's just
That's
inevitable.
terrifying if you're Dig.
At one point, be 3,000 gold up on the enemy 80 carry and like dashing and 2-hitting someone.
Yeah.
You can already see it, can't you?
I can visualize it in
Yeah.
my head. It's happened so many times. I'm wondering if this is an avenue where FBI will go.
LeBlanc for Palafox, I also like. Fine with that.
So maybe they do go
Early
for
comfort pick.
not really
Oh, we're doing
Senna
Senna Nautilus.
instead for FBI bot lane, so opting for more of a scaling pick.
Interesting. I don't think that meshes well with the Nocturne.
And this is going to sound crazy, but I think it's true. I think FBI is one of the best Sennas in the world.
I don't
Really good at this
the
game, and he does play it into Lucian.
Okay.
So Lucian Melio
this
a little
isn't
different,
what I
but
imagine with a
very,
Nocturne,
very comfortable.
personally.
Sheep Esports, get your title card ready. Jat.
He is one of the
FBI
best
is one of
Sennas
the
in the
best
world.
in the world. Boom. Statement made. Claimed.
One of the reasons they were able
You
to
need okay.
2-0 G2 at
Fine
one
if you're
point
gonna
on
like
Eric
let
Bauer.
Senna be in the back line and fire from a distance, but you now need another. You need 2 dive buddies with Nocturne. Nautilus ain't a dive buddy. Nautilus is like good follow-up CC, but like
So Nocturne might not just be going in alone. He might have a depth charge either leading
you
away
need
from
somebody
the
that
ball
can join with Nocturne. And I'm telling like
the Narlock.
now you don't have the Rel.
Line pick top laner here for
I
Lion.
don't mind LeBlanc.
Uh,
I
top
genuinely
matchup
don't.
with Vayne, and,
LeBlanc could be fine.
have some agency up.
Doklas Nar has been really
Top side.
Incredible.
historically,
Yeah, I don't
Doklas
know.
wasn't one of his top picks, but
I
talked
do
to
not
him
know.
about it recently after his, I think it was his week 1 Nar game against Gakkos' Ambessa, and he was like 70 CS up by the end of the game. He was like 5,000 gold ahead. He said, "I think this is my best Nar game ever."
Aurelia top. Aurelia top would be fun. I don't know if Denethor plays it, but it'd be fun.
He knows what he wants to do in team fights, what his win condition is.
If Camille wasn't picked game 1, it'd be the perfect Camille angle, not gonna lie.
Mainly because
TF,
he plays
yeah,
game
good ban.
plays is why I'm super confident in the Lion draft so far.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, Doug was one of those players that this is like your ideal top laner, where the whole story of him going back to.
I mean, I feel like you're just gonna get like control mage.
Better.
Yeah.
Split over split, year over year, just continues to improve, and now he's
Control
on
mage Wukong.
one of his
Yeah.
picks. Let's see what Denethor wants to play into it. He gets a little time to choose as Lion will lock in most likely a jungler here, saving their counter pick for mid lane. It's not going to be Galio or Akali. Now, when I see these two bans in the past, I would have thought Lock as a focus here in the mid lane, but with the nerfs coming through, yeah, probably not. But it's going to be Wukong for Armeo.
I mean, all physical damage.
Okay.
Well, right now, similar to the Dignitas draft last time. So
It ain't gonna be Malzahar. That's bait. We know that. That is definitely bait. Don't get jebaited. Annie, fucking hate Annie. That's not a dive buddy with Nocturne, in my opinion.
Annie locked in for Palafox here, so
That's a dive buddy. That I like.
Yeah,
But I just think that the comp's very disjointed for Dig.
He had some roam help, but he won't get that with Emilio this game. But Denethor.
I don't think. I mean, Ari Wukong. I mean, maybe they could have. I just don't think they were ever going that.
But it's still a solid pick.
we've seen so many instances of top.
Lassad. Oh God.
They would have hit in the past.
Oh God. Yeah. No, that fucks Dig's draft. Yeah, Dig has no chance at all. None.
AP mid laner that can also provide some engage options here.
Yeah, you're fucked, dude. You're so screwed. Oh, this draft is cooked.
Solo AP Lysandra, I mean, can be super bursty if you want to be, especially when
Dude, it's so. My God.
It hasn't been played that much. I mean, I'm looking at top regions in Summer Split. It has 2 games and they're both losses. Knight lost with it into Ari.
This is the most miserable Nocturne game in the world. Who you diving? Who you killing? Lucian? Millie ults. He'll be fine. Lyssandra's just gonna hard CC you. Like, oh man, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be real rough. You need somebody from Dig to just absolutely turbo stomp a lane. I don't know who. Probably Mbessa. I mean, Mbessa's the one that I'm looking at. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Mbessa can ult Lucian, and Milio can't cleanse like the knockup on the ult, right?
Yet again from Lyon. Rigby is back in the coaching seat for the draft, and already you can see the effects. Dignitas down 0-1 in this series, hoping to get at least 1 game win. Lyon
Is that right? I need chat to confirm here. If Mbessa ults Lucian, can Milio do anything to get him out of it?
Still on Dardoch. He's still playing in his first series in 5 years.
Technically cleanses the knockup, and the champ can't act until they land. Okay.
In a snap, he just clicked vision on the board that they scouted them out at the Raptors. I love if you're quick enough with your pings, you can find that.
I just don't. I don't see how this works out.
But yes, you're right. The Dardoch's Game 1 debut, very flashy, very impressive. It wasn't a win. There were a few moments, like you said, the Lee syndrome kind of kicked in, and he thought he could go for a little bit more. But overall, I still was happy with the performance of Dardoch and just how Dignitas looked as a team with Dardoch in the jungle position. So eyes will still be on him. Absolutely.
Is this first strike? No,
already.
it's
Some
not.
good trades coming in from Berserker. Getting damage into Isles and Ignar in the 2v2.
Absolutely. I don't think we're going to be seeing huge engage early, but Kangas, what is this?
So a reminder. So last split, okay, as mid lane's trading, I don't think anybody. Oh, actually, maybe autos. No, does not flash Q. So a reminder that the whole Shopify prediction, that was old news. Palafox Summer, that's also old news, Jet.
What is it now?
It's now Palafox Game 1. If you look at Palafox in Game 1s this split so far, he has been smashing his lane opponent. And
aggressive dash forward, but and still won the trade.
It kind of
this bot lane's going terrible for Dig.
Now Armeo's coming mid lane. Engage comes in from Saint. Palafox almost gets the outplay.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
And maybe Palafox Summer is back already here. He absorbs the gank and almost gets a kill in return.
Has to burn his flash, which will be.
Bro, they already have a plate
later, but he was an auto away from killing Saint.
They already have a plate bot lane.
Saint
this is not good.
It's a glowing moat and a refillable potion, so he is technically back in lane, but it's a decent start to the lane for Palafox, who gets to build his Dark Seal.
Has 1 potion still in his pocket there. So, point I was making before was that Palafox in Game 1.
Oh, I mean, he should. I think if you're Dig, it depends. If the players had input on this draft, then
starting off,
yeah, that's on them. If they didn't,
well, the problem is they lost Game 1 this time as well. Like,
we'll have to see.
Yeah, true.
They'd been winning their Game 1s. Palafox was doing well, and He's doing well in this matchup. I mean, Lissandra's not necessarily a counter pick into Annie. This is a really bold pick.
Ooh, I like that tech. Throw out the Q and then W to get the stun, and now Dardock's coming in. No, it doesn't actually go for it. The Glacial Path does get Saint out.
Yeah, Saint knew he
Alright.
had taken a bad base, was really just shoving the wave in.
Not
Light is
too
actually
bad.
fine for him. He's actually slightly up in CS. Looks like he's actually sticking around with that refillable potion as well. Has gone resolved.
Yeah,
secondary
that's more my
on
point. Like,
Lisandra
what
as
percentage are we
well,
dealing with?
Overgrowth second wind, so tanky. Some lane runes, some scaling runes.
FBI at 8 stacks, which is actually pretty good early on, must say.
If you have a super squishy lane opponent, you can just blow them up. It's Palafox. Ooh, doesn't get the backstop. Can he get back for the cannon? I imagine he did get that with the W, but Saint.
Looked like it.
Hey, there's that auto-pathing all the way.
Yeah, but Saint's actually fine, right? Just take your quick recalls. This is mid lane.
Yeah, Lion should be
2026.
fine.
Yeah.
That's an
Second up
aggressive.
that passive. Okay, gets it off of Berserker and Isles. Ignar's
Okay,
going
that's
for the
down.
straight
Dardock
dredge
could
line,
go
and
for a
now
flank here.
Dardock hovering bot side. It's only level 4.
He can
knockdown.
bait
There's
it.
2 camps up, so he's actually
There you go. Go,
sacrificing
go, go,
his
go, go,
first
go, go.
speed for this look. It's
Ignar would have to
spotted
land
and
a
an
hook.
immediate heal from Isles at the
Flash.
dredge line from Ignar.
Ah.
Sidestep by Berserker with the
Bit of a brute forced gank. You like the
Yeah, I
respect
don't.
the attempt from Ignar right there, but once they burned the heal for the move speed, the hook is really, really hard to land.
Yeah.
So one summoner spell for one, just the flash is going to be on a longer cooldown. Dardock's still going to be clearing up. The danger will actually be his Raptors, because we know that camp is up early. There's already a ward on it, and Wukong might be looking to fight there with Lysandra.
Looks like Armeo will be spotted by wards placed by Dignitas on the approach. Saints already in position with the control ward. So this will be known information that the
Bro,
Raptors are
there's
gone, but I don't
somebody
think
in any
Palafox
lane
can
needs to
stop
get
this.
ahead.
There's actually
And right now they're
3
all
members
behind.
from Lyon that
Look at
rotate
this.
as Isles
Every
goes up.
lane
Ignar's not there fast
is in
enough to
favor
be
of
able to
Lion
show. So
already.
they're going to go for their own
And they don't
independent
win the team fights.
on Lion
Counter
Raptors. The counter
And
Raptors.
Dig doesn't win the team fights. Like,
Ignar
oh
will walk,
god,
show
this
himself
is
mid lane.
not
Palafox
good.
is 6, so if they fight a Raptors, that's good for Dig, you would think.
Yeah, and the dredge line in onto Isles.
Oh, he
And
missed
Isles
the
down,
ult.
But no stun. The W stun will go
Oh,
out. But now Palafox,
no.
isolated from the rest of the team. Heal from Ignar. Almost keeps him up, but that's first blood to Armeo.
no.
Turn back from Saint. Does get the kill. Dardock onto Saint. As Armeo will look for a double for himself. Lion trade up 2 for 1.
Well, you know,
Hate to see it right there. That's a huge win for Lion.
Dig Dardock
with
was
already
fun
some
for a
great
minute.
scaling on their side.
But then we
Dardock
realized
goes
that Lion
down.
is
Palafox
Lion is
with the
Lion.
level 6 advantage at the start of the fight. Saint ends up leveling, I think, off the kill. It might have been off the wave pushing in as well. That allows them to turn it around and get 2.
I'm just going to call it as it is. This is disastrous.
I mean, it
Like,
was
we have a level
draft
6 Annie,
if,
you
but like
expect to
it's
win
You
this.
wanna
not.
watch out. They know it's no heal as well. Palafox,
Palafox just
I don't know if he didn't have
wasted
the
that ult.
cooldowns to be able to get his stun timbers, but if you're comboing off the hook, you have to stun and just get the one shot. Instead, Isles is able to keep everyone alive throughout the fight, and the double going over Armeo is huge.
Yeah,
I'm checking the cooldowns.
that's a tough one right there. At that point, just don't press the R if you don't have the stun ready to go.
Yep.
Not quite sure what was going through the head of the player. But
Oh, good
meanwhile,
stop
top lane,
from
Denethor's getting roamed down by
Saint.
mid lane.
Oh, Denethor
Dardock's-
is so cooked.
Or rather, Dokla's going to shove in this wave here. Dardock's nowhere near.
I don't know how he's
And,
gonna play
Denethor's
this.
going to have to try and survive this. Public execution onto Dokla. Senna ult comes in. Donnie Shadow to give him the shield.
Okay,
and Denethor will
well-
flash out. So,
well played.
Lion do not pull off
That
the dive.
works.
It's going to be a summoner spell and a few ults.
Yeah,
He is
played.
down
FBI bailing
like
out a bit with
16
ultimate.
CS.
Nice roam by Saint. I went back and watched the Palafox play. There's no excuses. He's literally full health and full mana with all cooldowns when Ignar hooks. So you have to stun the Melio.
Yeah.
You must.
You must stun that Melio. Imagine a world where he does hit that, and they're able to blow up Isles.
Oh, I mean, if he hits that, it's different. But
That's neither here nor there. Currently, it's a 1.3 thousand gold lead.
Berserker up
Lion, as
15
the Dragon
CS,
could be the next focus.
16
45
stacks on
seconds for the
FBI, which
clubs
is pretty
as well,
good.
So
But top side's down farm, mid is up.
objectives on the Rift.
Palafox is the only one that's up
Yeah,
farm
and
right
Saint got
now.
level 6 off the wave.
Okay.
Not off of the kill on Palafox. So a little bit of context both sides, but it does mean good early game for Lion. They've avoided
Good
any
trade.
of the early ganks in the bot lane. They're slowly growing their lead with Berserker and Isles. Dokla doing Dokla-nar things at this point, slowly accruing an advantage over Denethor and Bessa. And then Dardock a little bit behind the pace of the
Okay.
game, had done that early gank. Bot lane that was
Bro,
forced.
Dokla's
That
Gnar
started
is
the
pretty
cascade of
damn
events
good
of
right
Raptors
now.
into counter Raptors, which led to the Palafox play that got them both killed.
Last time around, it was Dignitas getting first blood. Last time around, it was
Still only
Dignitas
17
with the
stacks
illegal
on
lead.
Senna at the moment.
Game 2, though. Lyon definitely come to live a little earlier as Armeo will go for the grubs on spawn. Nobody's looking at that dragon
Needs to
yet.
spawn?
As Dardoch
Yeah,
is
you know,
also
that's
on the top half of the map, drops the ward down. Oh, looks for the sneaky.
Oh, I
steal
thought he
there
got
with the
that for a
grubs,
second
but
there.
I don't even think there's a contest. They just back off at this position. Berserker's rotating up towards the grubs. This will be 3 picked up by Lyon, uncontested.
All right.
Yeah, they just have a lot of tempo right now. I mean, they're pushing in bot, they are pushing in top. They were first to base, so
Berserker's
Berserker
here.
deploy out bot lane.
Lyon might want more here because FBI is still shown bot. Berserker and Isles roam all the way up top lane. They're staying out of
Oh,
vision.
God.
Armeo's
Oh,
clearing the
Denethor.
bush as Ignar and
Hope you
Dardoch
can
are
live,
hovering
buddy.
nearby.
That's a lot of
Palafox
people.
rotating up. That's 4 members of Lyon looking at Denethor. No flash available. Ignar goes in
Oh,
early.
my God.
There's a Cyclone used early as well, but Denethor's already out of there. Paranoid pop.
Oh,
by
my
Dardoch, but
God.
the second Cyclone will knock up 2. Palafox
Oh,
is just
Palafox.
too late. An
Doesn't
impressive
matter,
stun
but
on the 4, but it's just too little. Lyon already get the kills, and they already get out of there.
yeah.
Caught between 2 decisions was Dignitas. They knew they were greatly
So,
outnumbered.
how's y'all
It's a
Sunday?
beautiful dive by Lyon, getting
What
so
you
much AoE off.
doing?
I have TP if they dive, actually. It's like really bad dive for them.
They're coming.
Is it a really bad dive, Palafox? Is it?
I'm looking.
I'm running up here.
Yep, Senna
It's
ulti
fine.
on 12.
Coming. Can we turn off the lights?
Senna ulti on 8. Senna ulti on 1.
Yeah.
It's tough.
No.
You're
That didn't
either
work.
letting him die or you're trying to counter the dive. Palafox thought it was going to be a better look. I feel like they wanted the Nocturne ult a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're all so close that turning off the lights, everyone's still going to see the dive.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
So-
not like you're accomplishing that much.
Yeah. And the timing was just a little bit off. If Palafox had been there, or if he maybe starts channeling TP early
Oh,
and is under the
Dokla.
turret for the anti-stun, it's there. But otherwise, like
You're
with
fine.
a level 6 Melio, just popping down the Breath of Life and the Cozy Campfire on everyone, it's going to be hard to get enough AoE damage to kill someone.
Yeah. It's tough there. Even hearing Palafox call, I have TP, they can't dive, and it walks the whole way, too. So Dignitas
Yeah, that's
not able to
crazy,
keep
by
their
the
top
way.
laner safe that time
Saying that
around.
they're gonna
Lyon with
TP
the
and then you end up
full sense
walking.
Top will get more gold in their pocket. It is now 2.8 thousand gold lead for Lyon with leads for everybody across the board. Specifically, Berserker picking up one of those kills down there. Doesn't even fall behind in CS, despite spending all that time.
Top
playing.
side,
FBI stayed
Dokla's
bot,
still ahead.
doesn't even get an advantage in the creep department.
FBI's at least even.
Mashguard power
Has
spike,
22
Trinity
stacks.
Force done
He needs to get to 100 to be relevant,
That's
but
pretty fast.
before the Nocturne is able to get the Hexblade. So Armeo is way off to the races. Pretty uncontestable Drake here.
Yeah, 100% kill participation. 2-0-3 Armeo. The hero that Lyon really needed at this point in their season.
Yep.
Because I know that expectations were Lyon were going to struggle. We're far beyond that narrative. They have not been struggling yet to drop a game. But just it shows how impressive Armeo is to be able to step in and still do it after all this time.
100% win rate. Maybe, you know, maybe he just stays.
no. No, he
Maybe
does
hasn't
not.
lost a single game.
Don't even
Oh,
try.
good.
Just a thought.
Dokla just took top turret at 11-20.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this game's falling out of control very fast. I mean,
Just another Armeo
you're
game,
hitting the
right?
emergency button if you're Dignitas, because there's not many more options that you're going to have to get back into the game when there's this kind of gold lead now for a top lane Gnar.
Berserker.
Brute
Okay,
Lance
hold
from
up.
Berserker does
Wait a
have to
minute.
Follow up, can't quite get the
Oh,
angle as
that's
Isles blocks the
wrong
dredge
target to
line.
hit.
Armeo's still hovering nearby. Palafox was on vision as he rotated
Dokla's
down
pushed
mid.
up to tier
No play
2
for
right
Dig.
now and shoving in.
I mean, there just aren't plays for Dig right now.
No.
Every lane is losing. There is only one player who doesn't have flash, and that's Isles, who's sitting under the turret. There are no plays right now for Dardoch to go for, or even for Palafox to go for. He doesn't even have his first completed item, so they're in a world of hurt.
Culling.
Culling comes out.
Dive is
Damage
coming in.
behind Ignar. Now Dardoch was hovering in the brush.
Oh, the
and
hook
everybody from
misses.
Lyon are pouncing onto the Nocturne. He's out of there.
Are they going to be able to get
Signature
anything
Palafox
here?
coming in with a flank. Maybe finds the angle this time.
Armeo's
around.
still
Armeo's
going.
chasing out the support. Armeo on a killing spree. He just
Are they going to be able to
dives
kill
past
Armeo?
everybody on
There,
Dignitas.
surely he
I'll
doesn't
do
just
it
get away with
myself.
that, right?
Dignitas has 3, try and chase Armeo out, but he is out of there. And Lyon just get 2 for free.
Lyon is playing.
Oh my
I don't
god,
want to
dude.
Take away from Lyon. Lyon is playing exceptionally well here with their lead. That's where they want to play through.
Bro, that's
They crash top
crazy.
turret. Dokla's
He's
just
allowed to
down,
dive
Seth
that
shifts down
far
as well. They're not
between
losing
towers
any
and
minions with these
everybody
shifts.
walks out
They're
without a
making
single
easy
traded
plays. They're
death.
not even having to burn their teleports there.
You're
And
kidding.
they're still making such positive plays. Like, just look at. I'm just more impressed with the macro as well as them being on the same page. Like, no one's taking turret damage either. They go around. Palafox roams down. Denethor teleports down. They're not panicking. They're not calling for Dokla to fly in. Dokla can just take over midway while this is happening.
With more and more insane reasons. Oh, I love that you're trolling them. That's so fun.
Goes back in when he needs
I
to.
love that.
You just got to clap his reign over.
Yeah, Palafox thought he could maybe find the burst onto Lissandra, but now Saint's finding the burst.
Palafox, surely we're not dying here.
Stacking up the passive, gets the stun. Does Saint really want it? Backs off at the end. But message sent.
Look at this. Every lane is up 1.1k gold minimum.
Styling on Palafox.
What a feeder. 100% of his team's deaths right there.
Oh, you're taking the other side.
It's the food poisoning. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a rumbly tummy, you know?
Yeah.
Struggling out there.
Even the early laning phase, he was playing so on the edge, right? One auto attack away from dying, but he was up in CS the whole time, just kind of accumulating his lead.
Honestly, I'm just out of things to say.
Now he's got the Merc treads, so he's just so hard to actually lock down and kill. Very slippery.
And if we're being honest, I know that we spent a lot of time talking and gassing up Dardoch's return, the excitement around that. Game 1, we had some of that. We see Isles here with some very impressive stats as well.
He's been really good.
Wait, ranks among supports in Summer.
First.
He's just there. He's alone. And this is, I would say, kind of the reality check.
Team Liquid's up next?
I mean, yeah. With all these narratives, this excitement, but then you remember, this is the defending champions. Yes, they don't have their starting jungler.
It's going to be a fun,
4/5 of
quick
the
day,
roster
apparently.
That went undefeated in the finals, a 3-0 sweep. And they are against the last place team in the current standings.
Yeah.
And this is what it looks like when you see that
ultimate under tower.
Placement. Saint will go for the dive, but doesn't hard commit, so not taking the turret.
Ignar.
Turn back onto Ignar as Dignitas just cannot find any mercy in this game.
Lyon is an elite world-class team.
Top 3 in the world.
Oh, he missed again.
Throws out Tibbers, and we'll just
he missed again.
Berserker's got the damage, and Palafox got no space on the map to be right now. Lyon at 15 minutes of already taking top turret. They're going to now look at mid. Couple autos, that thing's going down.
Yeah. One thing.
I know we ain't sharing the. Do not be sharing that shit in chat.
8,000 gold at 15 minutes. There are no good picks.
Do not be putting that in my Discord either.
If they were just smarter about the game, they could come back from this. Like, it's a doomed game state. So they're trying to find
I know we are in
spots
tumultuous
where maybe
times right
Lyon
now.
has made a mistake.
I know there's nothing going
they just
on.
Don't have enough people there, and you're trying to surprise them with numbers. But if they happen to have the numbers, which is a guess, because since they're so far ahead, you don't have vision.
Goddamn.
I love this.
Oh no.
Armeo, 100% win rate.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Inspired has the lowest win rate of any Lyon player this year.
True.
That's actually shocking.
Yep.
It's not all that
Does
shocking.
Lyon need Inspired? Question for the ages.
It is. You know, you gotta wonder.
You gotta wonder.
You gotta wonder.
Hey, I mean, Saints said
Bro,
they're chill.
second dragon's
without
only
him
being
right
taken
now.
at 16
Despite
minutes,
Raz
and there's an
mishearing
8k
the
gold lead.
answer and giving his own interpretation.
I heard what Raz heard.
It's gonna be a second dragon over to Lyon as they will keep stacking these.
Bro,
up.
there's an 8k gold lead, and we haven't even taken tier 1 bot tower.
Early in the game, you get past logical ways for a team to come back. So I start then thinking,
yeah,
who's gonna get the most kills?
Oh,
we got a
sure.
3-way tie
I think
right
it's
now for
Berserker.
Lyon. You think Berserker?
It's just the Lucian difference. You can chase people down.
Oh, Saint's probably dead.
Going for one of those Hail Marys if they can get
No
onto
way.
Saint. No flash available.
No way.
Tombs, and now the teleports
No
are coming in.
way.
Armeo with the Cyclone locks down Ignar.
Oh,
and
no.
Dignitas could not continue.
Oh, no.
Our ultimate from Big Dogs. The rest of Lyon answer the call of war. Berserker on a rampage gets the double kill, chasing down FBI. It's a slaughter in the bot lane. Lyon pounce and get the ace.
It's a 17-minute ace and an 11,000
God.
gold lead. Berserker also picked up more kills.
He did.
Man, that's fun to watch.
6-0-3. 1 kill for Armeo. That's it.
Well, I want to spend some time on Armeo since he is statistically
Saint,
the most successful
oh my
player
god,
in
he
the
gets
LCS in
ulted,
2026.
still gets
Saint
out,
plays this beautifully.
dodges the hook.
You want to be as patient as
Ult.
possible with the Lissandra ultimate, and it still does the same damage when you self-ult as if you ult someone
Oh
else. It just
my
doesn't
god,
affect
and
the
then
CC. So when possible, I
Dukes.
think self-ulting is just like incredible, and then Big Dogs with the 4-man ultimate, yada yada, they're great. Armeo,
Yeah.
if Inspired comes back, I want to see if he can just sub into some other teams. Because is he just a good luck charm? Like, his lanes just always win.
True.
Lion's lanes are incredible, but is there something there where he can just be the vibes guy?
Some magic.
I'm gonna farm. I'll be there for team fights, and we're gonna win.
I
have
cannot
this
wait to
magical
see what the
power.
Dokla tweet is going to
He's
be.
not even pressing his W. Doesn't have
That's
to.
my favorite.
I mean,
My
he-
favorite
he
part of these
pressed
Lion series
Rift
have been
Herald,
what are
and
the
that
players.
meant that Ignar missed the Q onto him. Now Dardoch has to flash over the wall. Lion.
Go for
the
it. Flash over the
entire
wall.
Rift
Fuck it.
belongs
Fuck
to
it.
them
Do
It
it.
does.
right now. Yeah, they own it.
Bro,
Bottom
end this
first
game in 21
with that
minutes.
12.4 thousand gold lead.
Wait, can they get a
Dignitas
dance? No,
only
they're not going to get a dance to Shelly.
Had one
But
plate. Denethor's about to get a plate bot lane.
Thank goodness they got a kill, because otherwise this would be perfect game territory. They'd have picked up any of the grubs, no turrets, just that one kill to their name to prevent this game 2 from being a perfect game from Lion, which is incredibly hard to do in the current landscape of League of Legends competitive
Wait, they didn't
play.
take the
So
tower.
Dardoch keeping them in there a little bit. But yeah, this game is just kind of over at this point. We're 19 minutes in with a 13,000 gold lead for Lion. They can't even go for the Baron at this point. So it's a good time.
It
to
really
remind
does make you
check
wonder.
out that QR code on your screen. The LCS
How did
Championship
Mad Lions
is
lose in
headed
16
to Gas
minutes?
South Arena in the greater Atlanta area from October 3rd to 4th. Tickets are on sale now. In an earlier call out, we were saying something about the Olympics being there in 96. And then now in 26, something just as prestigious and internationally viewed, that being the LCS Finals, going to be there. 30 years later, full circle.
Full circle.
All right, Dardoch versus Armeo, full circle.
Full circle.
LCS at the
Winnable for Dig?
Boom.
I mean,
Dardoch does have 100% of his team's kills. He has 100% kill participation in this series. Actually, he was 100% in game 1.
while not
Looking for
wrong,
the
it's
silver
still
linings.
impressive that it happened.
I like it, stretching it. As Lion will look for this tier 2 turret in the bottom lane. Armeo's at what, 12 kill participation? Oh, Saints at 13.
I know, Isles is at 100%. Helpful to have a
support.
bunch of AoE.
I know.
Two
you
Rift
just press
Heralds?
W,
Oh,
you-
good dude,
you're just
good
able to kind
times.
of get it at that point. But still deathless. So
It was
Saint
what?
went
What
down
was Shelly?
one
It was
time.
Shelly and what
If
else?
we're accepting Berserker's going to have the most kills, does that mean
What was
Saint
the
will
other?
also end
What
with
was the
most
second
deaths?
Rift Herald's name?
Or will somebody else match Saint at this point?
Ooh.
Shelly
We're
and
just getting
what?
into fun
Pretty
prediction
hard for
territory.
them to die.
Shirley? Yeah, I think it was Shirley. Yeah.
But if someone is going to die, it's going to be.
I feel like Armeo would probably be the one. to
Yeah, I
die.
was thinking that. He's building the GA soon, though.
Yeah, but like Saint can just self-ult.
Exactly,
Really
that's-
hard. Berserker's got Melio on top of him the entire time.
And he's Berserker.
He's got all the hugs in the
Oh,
world.
they're sending it
Oh
on
my
Yeah,
God.
Paranoia onto Dope.
Oh, he's hitting mini.
CC.
He's dead.
He's still mini Gnar, so this
Get him.
should be a kill. FBI, one more auto, shut down to
Is this the
Dignitas.
shutdown?
Now it's only a 12.4 thousand gold lead. Let's see if the rest of the squad can get out as Armeo is here with Lion in tow. Saints going for a flank onto Lissandra. Can he get the glacial path over the wall? He's going to take it. No, does not take it. As that would have been straight into a stun from Palafox. So Lion
Bro,
will
wouldn't it
just
be
lose the
funny
top
if Dig
lane.
somehow won this
They
game?
will. Gas South in Atlanta. Atlanta on the receiving end of one of the greatest comebacks of all time, 28-3. Maybe we have another moment here in this
Ooh.
Dignitas.
That, hey.
Does this feel 28-3? I feel like it kind of does.
I feel like we're in Los Angeles, not Atlanta right now. But
I know.
as I say it, this is a second solo laner from Lion getting picked off in the top lane. Just back to back. He still has that
He's
self-ult,
gonna
and
live.
he's still just going to take one with him on a rampage. Sets up the rest of Lion to go in for the kill. Berserker picks up a double, and that is the team fight win regardless for Lion.
28-3 has turned, it's now 42-10. So it's in fact not closer.
Is this now the big?
Is how it
is
feels.
this the quickest
They might just
game
end
of
off
the
this
split?
one.
Yeah, 22 minutes into the game, 18-3 on the
I think the game
scoreboard,
yesterday
but the
was like
big number
23
on the
minutes
screen, 14.4
from C9, and
thousand
that was the
gold
fastest
lead.
game of the split.
Lion absolutely decimated Dignitas. This is what it looks like when a first-place team wins a game of League of Legends. GG 2-0 Lion.
Armeo still undefeated
Bro.
in the LCS. Lion.
I mean, what do you say? Like, what do we say? Hashtag LCS, hashtag. Good guy. Lyon getting us to the fun series quickly. Much appreciated. There we go. What else can you say?
Because, you know, even though I've been winning, he's a stronger player, so, you know, I'm just getting carried. It's chill, but yeah, I mean, it's been cool to win, of course. But yeah, I think he's back soon, and see what happens.
All right, cool. Well, how was it for you playing against Dardoch? Obviously, it's a bit of a throwback. You know, we had talked earlier when Dardoch first came in the league, he was the second youngest player in the league. You were the youngest player, right? And this was a long time ago, and now you guys are kind of getting to have this full circle moment where you're getting to play against someone who was around right when you started your LCS career as well.
Yeah, actually, my first game, I subbed for Echo Fox. I was still in high school, actually, at the time, and it was against Dardoch. And we were winning the whole game, and then we lost. Fortunately, this happened again, except we won. I just, you know, this is potentially my last game, so it's kind of interesting that worked out that way. But yeah, I mean, it's really cool to see him back because, you know, he had to grind through, you know, tier 2 or whatever. You know, I'm done with League competitive other than the subbing, so it's a little different. But yeah, it's just cool to see that he made it back.
Well, I just got word that you won player of the game, so I don't think you're just getting carried. I think you're not, you know, giving yourself enough credit. You're playing well. You say you're done. Does this, you know, reignite your kind of like competitive fire at all? Like, is getting to play and doing well and being like, hey, this is pretty fun. Hey, I could do this. Like, does that change your mindset at all, or are you pretty set on, nope, I've had my time. I'm ready for something else?
Yeah, it does not change my mindset at all. I'm totally done, to be honest. Yeah, no, I have zero interest in playing. Like, I'm just doing school. That's the focus. But
good for you, man.
It's summer, and it was my
good
first year, so had some free time. That's what I'm here.
There you go. Well, it's a cool story at least. You played very well. Congratulations, Armeo. Thank you very much for the interview. Back to everyone at the lounge.
Hey, you know what?
Thank you, Isaac. We are back here with...
What a way to end your career with a 6-0 streak. I mean,
what was it like to
can't ask for much more.
And play on stage?
I mean, it was a lot of fun, obviously. I was a big fan of Lyon as a spectator, obviously, for the last few splits.
Yeah.
So it's an honor to play versus them after their MSI finish, obviously, and it's a big, big skill change in terms of my opponents, obviously. So it was a lot to take in, but proud of the game 1 performance, at least, that we showed.
What was the process like coming in on like what felt like last second? You talked about going through trials and everything, but what was the process like coming into LA and going through scrims?
Yeah, they pretty much made the decision after their match against C9, and they told me, like, we're going to book the flight for the next day. And I was like, all right, awesome. But I was kind of on the edge of my seat. I didn't really know where it was going to go. Obviously, after they beat C9 game 1, I got a little nervous.
Yeah.
Might not get the spot, but it all worked out.
Going from these games today, you said obviously you were happy with, or you didn't get the win, but game 1, you had a pretty strong performance. What do you think you can take from this week going forward with the rest of DIG? Because obviously it's a quick turnaround to try to make the playoff push, but also you already said that this week did go pretty well as you guys were feeling each other out on the team.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of potential, obviously. When we play the scrims, it looks a lot like game 1, where unfortunately we'll probably see the defeat screen more often than not, but we make some competitive plays, and we obviously can match the other teams in certain areas. So for us, it's mostly focusing on cohesion. There's a lot of moments in the game where we are just
what
not
sponsor
agreeing
was
with
on
each
their
other
shoulder
about what the plan
like
actually is. So there's a lot of back and forth, and then obviously against really good teams in current meta, the game.
Why
just
did they have
happens
that
so
duct
fast.
taped
If
out?
you miss those 15 to 20 seconds of conversation, not agreeing, rather than making a plan, then enemy team's already made their plan. They're already sitting in position doing something, you know.
My question is, like, how's the journey been in Tier 2? Because you've been playing with, like, a lot of friends, like, I'm assuming with, like, you were playing support for Chad and Will, who were jungling, and then you were on CCG, and a lot of those players speak so highly of you, specifically, like, you coached when you were on IMT and all that, so they talked about how
Mike and I, they just re-upped Mike and I, and that's on the shoulder.
And you were very vocal in reviews, so, like, how has that journey been for you personally?
The coaching definitely changed my perspective a lot. So on IMT, I had the pleasure of working with my boy Kenvi.
Yeah.
And we had a really, really good relationship when I was the assistant
Let me
coach
scroll
of the
down,
LCS
see if I can
team.
find it.
So that kind of sparked that was the first time I had a feeling where of like, oh, I could actually like nurture this talent and it's fulfilling in a certain way. So that kind of made me want to get back into Tier 2 and have a
Interesting.
different
It's
kind of, like,
blacked out on
optimistic
most of the
view
other
of, you know,
jerseys.
maybe I don't go to Tier 1, maybe I don't promote through the pipeline of Tier 2 like promotion spot, but maybe I can help somebody else get to LCS. So yeah.
Nice.
I feel like a lot of people know of you just, or have an idea of you just from when you were much younger. So if you could kind of go back and tell your younger self anything as he's entering LCS, what would it be?
Just keep your head on
Dude, there's
straight
nothing.
and focus on yourself. At the end of the day,
Unless it's like this
I was
one,
a
like
very
Starforge,
good
but like that's
individual
on the
player
other
once I
side.
entered the league, and I didn't have the skill set as a
Shoulder,
human
sleeve, sorry,
outside
sleeve.
of the game to kind of scale that into being the player that I envisioned myself as. So, yeah, here's to a second chance.
People
buy this? After your interview that you had before the series, you talked about the reflection that you never thought it was about your individual skill, and like even watching.
There's no
your
Starforge on
game
the
throughout Tier
left
2,
side,
you were like,
which is
one of the best
interesting.
junglers for sure. So then coming back, you wanted to be able to like prove that you could play at this level. Do you feel like you did that in the first 2 games? Game 1 was.
Maybe not the second, but game 1 obviously.
Yeah,
I mean, at
this
the end of the day, I am
seems like an
against
old
a
jersey
player not
laying
in the league,
around.
but Armao is obviously great player historically.
Because
obviously
I'm
more
like
than
looking
Tier
at
1 level
all their
than he is.
historical
But
photos,
he's
and I'm
obviously
not
been
seeing
far away from the space as well. So it's a good
anything.
welcoming series for me, at least from the jungle matchup perspective. But I think, yeah, I'm very confident I'm still a level player.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Well, I think you proved it today, especially, again, after a Game 1 performance. Thank you so much for taking the time to catch up with us and do all these interviews today in your glorious return. We are going to go to a quick break, and on the other side, Team Liquid Alienware will be taking on FlyQuest.
The human body was built.
Also, interesting to note, it's Lane Forge or Land Forge was the one that was on the other shoulder. Yeah, that's definitely like a. Okay, so it's definitely an old jersey, like a prototype one that they just turned into his jersey for this year.
Hello? Whoa. Mama Gurgan 85 lives here? Yep, that's my mom.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
From gaming on her phone to ruthless online streaming slayer with no mercy for any living thing.
Because looking at their sponsors, they're like their total list of sponsors, they have Steel Series, Mike and Ike, Zero In, and Battle Beaver Custom. Battle Beaver is like a controller thing. So Battle Beaver and Steel Series are the 2 big ones other than Mike and Ike.
Red Bull gives you wings.
All right. Now it's time for the fun series. Time for our series, baby. Come on.
Then I want to go enemy top camps though after. Yeah. Oh, fighting bot, guys. Fighting bot. Can we look? It's doable. Okay, you should have.
Ugh. Let's go. I wouldn't mind 3 games just to have fun, but a 2-0 would also be kind of fun. I have no problem either way with either outcome, as long as we win.
We can go home fast.
Yeah, nice. Thank you, guys.
What an R ultimate from Big Dogs! It's a slaughter in the bot lane. Lyon pounce and get the ace.
Wow, Optic just lost map 7 in the series in like one of the weirdest ways possible. Like really, really weird. All right, folks. Give me your predictions in chat. I see Andrew's got TL2-1. Do we think it goes the distance? And is there anybody here that genuinely thinks that FlyQuest can win this series? Because if you do, I got a bridge to sell you. Consistently puts out league articles anymore? I mean, probably, but being honest with you, I think league articles in general are just like a way, like They're a waste of time and resources. Just Fnatic making LEC feel like a graveyard. There's a negative aura around it. Well, it's because they're selling. The ownership group, like, they're trying to actively sell the organization. So, until that happens, like, it is just going to feel like a shell of itself. It's not going to feel good at all. And there's nothing you can do to change that until they sell. Keep saying they're not selling. If he's not selling and this is what they're doing with the program, then it's fucking lost. And they're just wasting everybody's time, resources, and beyond. Like, it's genuinely so bad right now. Fnatic's 0-3, bottom of the LEC. It's them and Shifters that don't even have a win.
We're gonna have Isles as a guest caster once we get to the games as well.
Which is crazy. And then if you're MKOI,
this ends up being his last LCS game.
like, MKOI has already 1-0'd Shifters
It was a fun ride.
and 1-0'd Fnatic. They still have to play Heretics. They still have to play SK. And they still have to play Navi. So they still have to play 3 teams that are, like, within them, close in the standings. But, like,
Look, I was actually.
I mean, they're not looking great.
Yeah, I trolled my producer. I went from Isles to Armeo to Saint. So I just went all over the
Oh,
place.
man.
Saint and Armeo both getting the most.
But he has won every single game that he's played in the LCS in 2026. No one else can say that.
That's a big dub. Yeah, increase that win rate.
Yeah, on to
What happened in Cobb when the guy pushed the other guy? Nothing. They just, you know, one guy pushed it, some guys came in, broke it up, and they moved on. I mean, the thing that led to that was that the guy that went up and like shoved him, or like prior to shoving the guy that went up in his face, he was mouthing back after the dude that shoved him was like shooting bodies and just being a little bit disrespectful, but that's fine. Like, that's entertainment.
From the victorious Lyon from the previous series, Isles, you have informed us.
Take Shifters and Fnatic out. No, I don't want an LEC that has 8 teams. I just think you need somebody that actually gives a shit that's not Fnatic or Shifters.
Of course.
You're always going to have bottom feeders in every league. That's always going to exist.
Oh, yes.
The dog size
I
tier
have
list?
seen, yes.
You're familiar? Okay.
I've seen, we are
But I want bottom teams that actually try and fucking
the other
care.
big dog, we've got the medium big dog also.
Well, but we need to know where is. Do you agree with my big dog tier list that I had on the thing? Is it just you and TL and the big dog
Tech's
tier?
so small and
Should FlyQuest be
resizable.
up there? Give me your tier list breakdown.
Dude, I have zero clue. I have zero
in
clue.
our form, I think at the end of LCS finals last split, I would say we were definitely
All right.
Yep. But we're yet to see how
So
our
you're
level
the Giga
is.
Dog tier.
With the Wolves.
Yeah.
Okay, I like
but,
that.
Give each team
we've yet to
one
see,
fist fight
how
a
form was
season
inspired, I think.
with no
We're doing so
repercussions.
far, but I do think
I mean,
what we've
the
got other teams,
I don't
is
think you can
by
do
far
that
the
much.
strongest
We're not
team
hockey.
that
We don't
I've
have
expected. I do
the
think they've carried
system
the
in
best
place to
form
be able to
we've got them
handle
out
when
there.
people
I
do
think,
shit like that.
they're obviously the favorite teams today.
What about Fly? Where do you put them? Do you think this should be? Are they on a similar?
Did I
tier
watch
to
LEC
TL, or
today?
is
No,
it-
I've been watching
I
COD
just
all
think
day.
that Fly really hasn't found the way
All
to just
day.
take their foot off the gas yet. And I
Which has
think it's
been
criticism
so
they've
much
received
fun.
A ton so far, but it just seems like at some point in their game, there's so much volatility. They're so good in early game and they're so good hands-wise, but at some point in the game when it just becomes a little bit slower or a little bit more complex, they just haven't really had someone to just tell them, let's not fight this. And they're just because of the nature of how they play, there's just always a chance to throw a game.
They need the dad in the room. They need inspired.
Yeah.
You know, tell them, hey, don't go there.
Alright,
Don't
let
do
me
that.
load up COD in the
I mean, I do
meantime.
think they're a super exciting team to watch though, and because of how volatile they play, they can beat any team, but just like everyone always says, they can lose to any team as well.
All right, well, let's go ahead and see how this one's going to shake out in the draft. We've got Shyvana banned first here
little
by
pod
Team
on
Liquid,
the
respecting the
side.
fact that Griffin might go for that
Optic better win
unorthodox
this goddamn
jungle
hard
pick.
point. It
We've
better
also
not
got
go
the
to
Casio
a
and
map
Jace
11.
banned out. FlyQuest getting rid of multiple
Hey,
junglers,
Masu's
targeting
Jin
both
is
the
actually not
Jarvan
bad. He doesn't typically
and
build
the
Mosquito,
Nocturne.
so
Ezreal is the first pick for TL. We've been seeing that a lot more recently. They're going to have Karma and
Ezreal
Ryze beside
Karma,
it.
so we have a
Meanwhile,
we have a
FlyQuest
winning
fast
bot
talking
lane
their
immediately.
own bottom lanes here with
That's
the
fun.
Jhin and the Bard. Now, Isles, how do you feel about Ezreal Karma versus Jhin Bard?
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that this is the draft that FlyQuest opted into. I think usually they prefer trying to pick winning lanes. I think that's what their bot lane kind of just performs best on when they have that advantage. I think Masu plays great from ahead.
Syndra's an interesting choice
more neutralizing
in
game.
this situation.
He's not as felt as much, and I think he's one of their strongest players. But I do think this is cookie cutter TL. I think this is what they should play to. I think this is what they had the most success with. Quid on Rise has been fantastic. It's not
Score after watching 3 at FPI. That's fine. I promise you, Masu has been pretty decent.
This is their strength for sure.
Which support would you rather play in a game like this? Obviously, you know, the meta is pretty roam heavy. You know, Ezreal Karma very lane dominant, but Bard kind of has a better time getting out on the map, maybe making impactful plays. You know, which side do you kind of prefer if you could hop in?
Honestly, it's fine for both. I'm not sure.
Sol versus Rise after level 7 only gets better.
I've seen more often with Caitlyn. I think Caitlyn Bard is an easier matchup once you hit level 6. It's a bit more clear what your win con is.
We do need a hyper carry top side, which is typically what FlyQuest has been going for. They want to give Gatghost the resources to carry.
They're gonna have the same impact.
Do I have any guesses why Loki looks bad this split? I think Loki looks exactly the same as he did in prior years. I don't think he's changed all that much.
Feels like TL
I just think now that we've seen C9 with a different look, that it's just
they're trying to open up for. So you know, maybe they're looking for you know, blind for Morgan. 5 jungle bans here.
I think APA brings a lot to that team. Not that it was like ultimately all that successful, but I think he just brought a level of cohesion that they, in my opinion, don't have against top teams. But I don't know. Blabber, I just think it's time for Blabber to go for C9. Change the scenery, go to a different team, try something new.
Everyone thought that Quid and Yon would just be these
It's time to move on.
But I think honestly, Jose Duda really has stepped into the limelight in that sense, and yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do this game too.
Yeah, I mean, his Lee Sin in particular for me, like the performances at MSI that he had were completely.
All right, what do we do in jungle?
Against him all the time. Obviously, 5 jungle
Free
bans,
Blabber for
crazy
Dardoch.
stuff. They have got to
No.
keep this guy under control.
No, then not. That's not.
Skarner, the Vayne, and the Trundle.
Loki is better than APA mechanically, sure. Comms? No. APA is a way more selfless player, and his macro's better. Even if he individually gets called out or caught out, I like how he plays the map better.
Still play like Wukong.
There's a lot of chance.
There's a lot of chance.
It's like you can't actually ban someone out in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, I do think I would just expect the Wukong here or some sort of AD carry jungler.
This shit, crazy by the way.
Like Pantheon and a lot of lockdown.
Crazy. Olaf, please tell me it's an Olaf jungle.
Could be top too.
Oh, that'd be so fun if that's Olaf jungle. Or Sejuani, I'm also down.
If they go Sejuani, in theory, it could be still either one. Oh, we saw the Sejuani top from Dota.
Oh, do the GP.
It'd
be funny.
Picked Jace for it, and it didn't go as well in lane, I think, as people maybe thought it was gonna, but you guys won that game.
It is the Wukong, yeah. I think this is what most junglers would opt into. I do think this is actually something that Griffin was really good at, I think, the Wukong, so I'm interested to see.
Alright, question. It's probably dumb.
How Griffin has, I mean, Griffin and Fly.
Bard ult doesn't stop Olaf and ult, right?
Yeah. It's really on them to try and find these picks, try and kill the people inside lane, because if you come to a straight 5v5 against these champions, it might not be so easy.
Yeah, so
the blind Olaf top to me is always a little bit surprising, but
I'm not seeing
a very CC reliant team. Jax, I always feel like does have a pretty.
I am not seeing a way for FlyQuest to stop the Olaf this game
all in about 5 seconds before he had Ignite.
At all.
Otherwise, I think he probably would have won that. Talk to me about how now that we've seen the drafts, you know, which side do you prefer?
I mean, I think I prefer our draft. The Wukong pick alone, or not the Wukong, the Olaf pick alone on our side, I freaking love. I think we're gonna have Prio in bot lane over Jhin Bard. Quid just has to go even in mid lane, not fall behind to Syndra, who's good early. And then Jose can hold his own, and Morgan just, dude, go even, then go berserk in team fights. I don't see how we lose this. This draft feels pretty nice.
Blue team or something, then Rise can become a real menace if he's able to constantly be threatening that bot dive. But the game will probably
the only way,
be determined around
the thing you have to do with Olaf is you have to blow him the fuck up.
Which team are you slotting in for? Which are you, the Karma or the Bard?
Which
I think assuming top doesn't blow up, I think I would prefer to be Karma this game.
Yeah.
Okay, so
assuming Jhin builds properly, if we get to a 3-item point, Syndra and Jhin can blow Olaf up, and he's not a factor in fights.
All you have to do in this
But you have to get there.
It's that simple. I think once you buy the Kales,
you have to get there.
He will be effectively unkillable this game. all you have to do is maintain that prior.
Isn't
get
great
the
either.
grab,
No, that I
be
agree.
Stronger when the second grab spawns. Try to get that.
But I think I prefer
Just work on
Olaf
top
to
screen.
Jax.
Okay.
In a
Cross
world where
fingers,
both
no
do
green
the
from
same
top.
thing, kinda.
Game
I
here.
always hope that when I'm playing League of Legends, then it's never true. Especially when I'm the one playing top lane.
Yeah, and obviously that's on the inverse side. That's going to be cryo.
All right, here we go. Come on.
To force the
Come
grip
on, boys. Come on, Quiddy boy.
out of Morgan. So I mean, they also have to neutralize this lane and try to get those timings.
Well, I feel like our top lane
Quiddy
matchup
boy.
could get
Quiddy
even
boy.
spicier than we're already talking about, considering it is Morgan with an exhaust, Gakgos with an ignite, both of them opting for the combat summoner spells. This is telling me supports and junglers need to pay a visit up here.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe in the
It's
high
really
chair for dinner,
interesting,
hop
I
into
always
the
think
office to
so,
watch
obviously,
League and
you
fly.
know,
Hey, there we
this
go,
matchup
Rory.
like this, double combat sums becomes really, really important, but at the same time, Olaf without Ghost, when you look later on into the game, I do feel like is significantly weaker. So like
Hope
there
you're
is
doing
a
well,
trade-off there. But when it's Ignite versus Exhaust, I always feel like if
Matchup
I can
mage. I
force
mean,
a
they-
heavy trade, if I can trade
hey,
with
I said
summoners,
my
it
one
is so
thing, which is
beneficial
I
to
expect
the
Quid to
Ignite
go
player
even.
because it is the shorter cooldown. So if you
Syndra
can
should
force
be able
that
to get the
without
better of
dying,
this matchup
trade
early, I
summoners,
think.
and then re-all in.
I mean, I don't know
And
the
that's
matchup
kind
all
of
that
what
well,
Fudge
but
failed to do in the matchup
oh
against you
no,
guys,
Core
where they
JJ
did
missed
actually
it.
trade those
Tragic.
summoners, but then he just didn't quite wait until the exhaust came back up.
Yeah, that's especially true if Gakgos has opted for the Cosmic Insight. I'm not sure if he has, but
we can check.
Going from a 152 second cooldown to like a 241, it's a very big.
It's fine. We got barrier out of Masu already, which is
where
big. So we have summoner spell advantage bot side already, which is
All right,
pretty
so we'll
nice.
keep our eyes on Gakgos versus Morgan
Oh,
in particular.
Yawn missed
Taking
that.
a look at our junglers and where they're starting.
Not
You can see
great.
both of them starting off in their respective blue buff quadrants, now pathing towards those red sides, so they'll end up on opposite sides of the map. It does mean Jose Dioto is going to be
Looking at all the
down near
Isles
this
plays there
bottom
in chat.
lane.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, I guess, what the plan is here from Griffin. I guess he'll just be taking the top grab and basing. It looks like the game will be fairly quiet. Cryogen, I think, did a
Yeah,
good
I
job.
don't
This
see
is
much
kind of the
happening.
standard way to play this bot
Content
matchup.
top
It's just
tiers,
to
great
trade
job,
away
Crossbow.
HB
Hey,
and
thank
get
you, man.
this off early, but
Thank you.
seems like not much is happening first round.
Do you want to see junglers try to make something happen early on? Obviously, it's more difficult for Jose Dioto because Wukong is generally one of those just farm until 6 when you have the Cyclone type of ganks. But even if Jose might not be able to make the
Optic
most plays early on,
is
Core
one
JJ
hill away from winning
sharpening up that blade. We're talking about a guy who
the
for a
last
long time was
tournament of the
considered
year.
the best support in the LCS. We're talking about a former world champion
they are
from
locking
back in
it down.
2017.
Herc,
We're
that's a
talking about
three-peat.
a long-standing top-tier player here in North American League of Legends. And the question on a lot of people's minds right now, is Core JJ back in peak form?
It's hard to say, I think. I mean,
Is Optic still the best card org? Yep.
Morgan
lives.
alive as the turret heats up.
Ooh, Griffin, you're dead, brother. Oh, you fucked up. Oh, you fucked up. Bruh.
You were talking about what happens if top lane blows up. What happens if there's
Oh,
a what
brother.
happens if the explosion? If the Claymore's aimed the other way? Because
Oh,
Morgan
no.
triumphs as Griffin tries to go for the style points and trips over his
Well,
own 2 feet.
you just lost the
this
game
is
on that
absolutely
one.
disastrous for the game, I think.
나이스 아웃. 나이스
탑 가줄게. 아이고 나이스.
Oh, it's a complete aura farm as well.
Yeah, Optic. So for
zero
context,
whatsoever.
for those wondering,
Morgan has
yes, Optic
absolutely
is the best
turned this
team
game
in the world right now. They
not
just
free win
won
per se yet,
the
but
last
he's
tournament
gonna
of the
be
year.
able to do so
They're
much
the
work.
first
He's on
Call
board
of
and
Duty
slain, and
team
somehow
ever
he's gonna
in
lead this
any
game.
era
I always feel like it
of
feels so good in League
MLG,
2 when you
like
have a good play and
CDL,
everyone's watching and you're
CWL,
getting hyped up
to
by
have
your team.
ever
Yeah,
made
everyone else is hyping
finals
you up
for
while-
every
while
single
you're just
event of the
silence.
year.
It's just aura
The
farming now.
only
Just
team
locked
in Call of Duty history,
boy, and
ever.
now Quid
Now,
goes
granted, they
down
only
into
won
the
2 of
bottom lane.
them,
Cryogen
but
flashing
still.
away, trying to get the distance, but Quid has thrown the ward in the
Oh,
brush. The
yeah,
rune
Quid,
prison
you
locks
got that,
Cryo
brother.
up, and Quid grabs another kill. Now it's both of the solo laners for TL on the board.
Yeah, they're really running away with this one. I think this was a really nice
Half a
proactive
golden
move
road.
by Quid. It's not always
I
easy
mean, look,
to
they're just a
make play
dynasty.
pre-sixes,
This
right? So
roster
you can
is a
have
dynasty.
this
So
great
last
angle
year they
to
picked
do
up a
so. And
rookie
Marshall did a good job of blocking the
at
Karma Q, but
the
he did
second
not
to
come.
last
So obviously
event
we had the top lane dive
because
happening.
something
I'm
had to
curious how
change.
you see
So they
Core's
pick him
performing.
up,
So this kinda
they
came
look
from
good
a
in that,
discussion that I
and then
was
they
having
win
in
COD
our
champs
meeting just about
and make
how
finals every
I
year
feel like
afterwards.
sometimes Core gets the benefit of
Mercules, like
reputation,
Mercules
right?
is
And sometimes he's
genuinely
getting both
on the
raw pro and stuff
trajectory
I had
to
felt
be
in
the
the past
greatest
where
Call
it's
of Duty
like,
player
okay,
of
he's
all
not
time,
actually playing
and
the
he
absolute
just
best, and
completed
maybe
his
someone
first
takes
full
that,
year.
but it's kinda
And he
easy
has
to vote for Core
two,
because he's been so good for so
or he
long.
has one
But
Call of
then
Duty
at MSI, I felt
championship
like he
under
was
his belt,
developing at MSI.
already.
He seems to have brought that
He's
form
got,
back into
what,
the LCS
two...
and seems to be playing some of the best.
He's got
games he
3
has in
major
years.
wins.
So kind of how do you see his current form now?
So champ, he's got a champs, a major, and an EWC title, which in Call of Duty counts as a major because they're basically all the same thing. Like his career is crazy, absolutely fucking crazy. We're the Patriots of COD, yeah, we are.
But sometimes, he's just good enough, I think, and him and Yon as a duo are good enough in obviously this weaker competition in LCS at times, but he's been able to find success.
Unbelievable.
Like that. But
it's
honestly,
genuinely unbelievable. And they're just fun to watch. Dude, all of their content bangs. Like, literally, they're wrapping up EWC now, and they literally go home for what's called, like, the Legacy Week. They'll be playing all the different Call of Duties. And the team and the Legacy guys will all be playing against each other. And just putting out content for the entire fucking week. It's crazy. Like, they are doing the content model perfectly. And just nobody else.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't say he's in peak.
Nobody else in esports does it like them. At all.
Well, and,
literally nobody.
Doing his job more than well enough.
Okay, so back in draft. Hold on, we'll get to it in
Every
just a
top team
moment.
goes. It's a little bit different, Ben Frankston, because Quid got another kill.
Gakkos may just drop dead. Quid with the flash over the wall.
Oh, dude, Quid is so accelerated this game.
All right, so
this
actually makes what I was going to say get even worse, because back in the draft, Isles, you were talking to us about win
and he's gonna realm warp in and get another kill.
Break before we get back to that conversation. True shot barrage even hits.
Oh my
they
god.
Want to make sure they give the kill over to Quid. That's a 3-0 rise.
Oh
not even 7
my
minutes
god.
into the game. The Team Liquid early game
Are
is
his stats
just
making him the best player?
smashing
His
Fly.
stats are, and his play in the game. His play in the game is fucking cracked. It's crazy. Like, you watch it, and it's like, what is happening when he's playing? Like, he's moving faster than anybody else. Like, it's just different.
Started building anything yet.
But anyways, no, the reason why EWC matters more there is because they actually like give them the time to prep for it. League, we just don't treat it seriously because A, the format's garbage compared to the other international events that we have, and there's not enough time between events.
It's just another day in the life. This game is really blown out of control. I think
COD, the format was
TL's
amazing.
Have
Absolutely
pretty much
amazing.
all been met, and Fly is just on the receiving end of what they should be dishing out.
It's a bit tough for Gakkos too, because the 1v1 has gone completely fine for him, and I feel like in this matchup, Jack scales really well, because you're playing against an auto attack based champion, and you just let Counter-Strike run full, and you get a lot of value with that, it turns out, right? But the dive went horrible. You know, Griffin reflashed back in, gave over a freebie in first blood, then he gets killed by the roaming mid laner, and all of a sudden you're kind of in this position where it's like, okay, well, my first item's going to come in a lot slower, the matchup is now very tough. So if you're on the FlyQuest side, obviously TL's doing
international
really well.
year.
If you're on the FlyQuest side, what are you looking at as the ways to come back?
No, I don't think Riot should. I don't want. I do not want that event being part of our golden road, personally.
No, honestly, it is really hard to find a way back into this game genuinely. Once Ryze picks up these mercs in this situation, he's 3-0. He's already got a Ruby and a Dark Seal. He is just so hard to kill. You can see the Scatter the Weak damage barely takes like 100 HP off his character, and he really is the CEO of the map right now. He can move wherever he wants.
I'm curious, like how.
About picking this Wukong versus Pantheon. When you pick champions that are so strong like Wukong like this, when he meets...
I don't know how you try and get back in this if you're... Like, I'm trying to snowball an angle. I mean, I guess you just have to overload the top side and the jacks. And, like, hope for the best. Oh, okay, they're trying to go for a kill on bot. It didn't work again. Okay, they're overloading bot side. Okay, this is a kill. This is a double for them.
Shots here for Yon. FlyQuest committing multiple men here to this maneuver as Yon and Core still alive for now.
But
it's a 2v4.
if they keep stalling...
Coming in to try to reinforce. Core JJ putting the tether onto Masu, wants to root him up and buy a little bit more time. Flashes away.
Oh my god.
Quid has arrived to try to clean someone else up. Jose Diodo still making his way down towards the remaining 4 here on FlyQuest. It is only the one
Jose Diodo does have ult.
got so far. Core JJ with another inner flame slows down Quad.
I mean, they overloaded bot side. It actually worked out decently well for him.
TL hasn't found anything back. Jose Diodo still looking for a little bit more. Morgan versus Gakkos up here on the top
and
side.
Morgan, oh god.
Oh
god,
Gakkos.
dude.
It's a true solo kill up in the top lane, and bottom still isn't done. Jose and Core around the enemy here, but again, FlyQuest, they sent so many men towards this bottom side play, there's not anything TL can force. So, TL manages to only lose 1 out of the 2 that were targeted in the 4-man play from FlyQuest.
I mean, honestly, I don't mind Gakko saying, hey, we're going to go into the skill check jacks.
And that solo kill, obviously,
but you have to win it.
But also that's the missing
you have to win it. Now, granted, you know,
roamed up top,
Griffin fucked him, but
that allowed Morgan, even with the side stab
still.
on the axe, to flash in and finish him off. So that was nicely done. I'm kind of shocked Core lived, to be honest, when they had them corralled under there in the 4v2. I thought they were going to be able to at least get both of the TL bot laners.
Yeah, I think this was actually a really good play from Flag West.
CS-wise, even in mid, but the 3 kills is a massive difference. Up CS top, up kills top, like...
that Quid let Syndra lead like this. I'm not sure if he was just scared for some reason about dying to Pantheon ult if he tried to like cover bot, but letting Syndra get this free move all the way down to bot without even using her teleport and getting behind your bot lane seems like something kind of went wrong. I do think that Yon and Core, I'm not sure if they could have done something better to clear the bot wave. Obviously, they're playing against Pantheon, and the enemy team is long-range engage, but this is the really obvious weak side timer, and I think, honestly, this is kind of a big win for FlyQuest, what ended up happening.
That's fine.
See there,
Dragon's up now, so we should be looking for a play on this.
Quad, but the FlyQuest mid laner gets enough distance. He has his team rotating over towards him. So
Jose Dioto could be in trouble here.
Trigger on that one. Jose Dioto flashing away from the curtain call shots, trying to escape here, but does get caught in the tempered fate.
Oh, Quid's coming up behind and disrupts it. Jose's dead though.
A little bit of space, but no, it's
good play from FlyQuest. Okay, hold up.
Find their man, and the timer is so important. It's right as the dragon is available, and FlyQuest have control over the bot side river with the enemy jungler dead.
That's really nice. And I mean, Quid was moving up from bot side, you know, started the realm warp, but realized he couldn't even go in. So it's another good play here from FlyQuest. They seem to be staying pretty active on the map.
Yeah, super nice snowballing timer from Griffin. This is the time, particularly when you play against Wukong as Pantheon, you always get that Sundered Sky before the Triforce if the game remains even, and you got it even further, like even earlier, because of this nice play that they made earlier. So a great snowball into that. They're fighting on their strong timer. They managed to
Is Isles on? Yep, Isles is on the cast.
And the Cyclone, which is really, really big for their game. They still have the Grand Skyfall available, which will allow them some real map control right now, which is what they're going to be enjoying now.
Jin.
Like Olaf is going to be so tough to deal with, though. Olaf from...
That better be Collector, Jin.
Is kind of very different champion from Olaf.
I don't mind Collector this game, to be honest with you.
Game,
I really don't. So if that's what he's going, that's fine, but I don't like the armor boots.
It's pretty reliant on CC for survivability on the FlyQuest side. It feels like Syndra and Jin are going to have a really tough time.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be on Cryogen later to kind of set up these portals in a nice way. People do really love this Bard vs. Olaf matchup for that reason, that you want to try and just reposition Same. It really helps these immobile champions. But obviously, when you pick the Olaf in draft, you see
the
that
Collector. I thought it was. I thought there was Dirk.
And the fact that he's 1.6k gold up at 12 minutes.
I thought it was like Dirk, the crit thing, and then.
Achieving, so definitely going to be on Morgan.
Oh, am I wrong? Oh.
Yeah, that gold lead is pretty much the entire team gold lead up at the top of the scoreboard as everybody else.
We ain't got to talk about the fucking... Maybe he misbought it, okay? Maybe like he accidentally clicked it. He was trying to go for something else, okay? And his computer just like got hacked. There's nothing he could do.
Maybe we take it slow, pump the brakes.
Gun to his head. He had to pick it. He had no choice. But he's fully planning on building Collector.
Well, this is kind of the FlyQuest timing, I suppose. Obviously, Jack's still yet to pick up his Triforce, so it seems like he is just slowly losing, kind of.
Alright, Jin, don't fail me here. Don't fail me here.
But
come on.
I mean, it still is kind of FlyQuest timing to try and find something on the map. I don't think the onus is really on TL necessarily to try and find something in the game, because they do have this team fighting insurance. I think when Karma and Olaf link up in the team fights, it's still going to be really hard. It looks like we're posturing for a dive here.
Yeah, this is Counter-Strike. Maybe you can walk out.
Yeah, no Counter-Strike available for Gakko. Says Jose Dioto spinning around on him. Gakko is going to fall as Morgan down here at the bottom lane, continuing to try to find his way out of this 1v2 situation. Make it a 1v3. They even send in the Grand Skyfall from Griffin, but he doesn't even get an assist because Quad and Cryogen manage to find themselves the kill. So Morgan does get knocked down for the first time this game. Gakko is now 0
and Morgan dies, bro.
His Jacks as top laners are targeted on both sides of the ring.
Cryogen just smurf that though. I mean, obviously you can throw the ult right on top of Syndra and the ult.
Bro, hit the mark. Thank you. Get the tower. Jesus Christ.
He just kites out the Ragnarok, gets a stun right after it. That was really nice Bard play.
Very well maneuvered, I agree, by the FlyQuest side. I do think as well, though, similar to the play that happened earlier when they had this bot cross map, I'm surprised.
Is that a
TL
dagger?
let this happen. I do think diving this early up at 3.
Is that a rapid fire cannon second item that I'm seeing here?
Really, really strong this time with the exhaust. His flash was not available, but he will be able to stand under the tower, and I'm not really convinced.
It could be Stormrazor.
Particularly with mid prior.
Could be Stormrazor.
I think this was a pretty big overstep for Morgan, all things considered.
I mean, this is a little bit of cope, but I will say, when you're
Fan-
behind
dude,
and
it's
the matchup
not gonna
is
be.
like the gold lead is isolated to one person, at least you can kind of say, all right, well, if Jax can be in a side lane and keep Olaf away, then our 4v4
Phantom
isn't
Dancer
bad.
doesn't do damn. What?
And like, it is
I thought
cope,
Phantom
but it's
Dancer was
kinda
just
not cope too,
ghosting when
right? You know, it's
auto
like,
attacking.
if
No.
you could be there to interrupt a TP or whatever, that can sometimes be enough. You're not going to be able to win out in that 1v1, but FlyQuest are in a decent spot as far as the 4v4 is concerned.
Yeah, I mean, some strange things have definitely happened this game. It seemed like Rise was out of control early game, and then when he should have been strong, he was somehow giving moves to Syndra.
Jhin
And now
passes.
Syndra is actually
Okay,
got
dumb
this gold
question,
lead,
but what's
she's actually going to be really strong in this 4v4,
what?
like
What's
you say. If Olaf is
Jhin?
not present, Syndra
Okay,
really
Jin's
doesn't
passive.
have
I know,
much
like
of
his
an answer
attack.
when
I thought his
Olaf is
attack speed
really
like
not gonna be easy
helped
to
his reload or
use,
some
but
shit.
she's TPing top right now.
Yeah, we got a TP coming in. Griffin showing up here as well. Cryogen goes on Magical Journey to try to block off Quid's escape, but Quid immediately repositioning as Jose
Okay,
coming in now.
good
2-minute knockup
engage.
from Jose's first cast of the Cyclone. Rift Herald also summoned as Team Liquid have
Gakkos is
isolated
dead.
from the rest of FlyQuest.
There we go.
Gakkos is
There we go.
punching bag this game, man, and Team Liquid are getting their
Phantom
reps
Dancer is
in.
better
0-4
damage than
and
rapid fire,
0
but like
on the
30%
Jax,
speed. Okay, then
as
I'm fine with
FlyQuest
that.
now have to try
Okay,
to reposition down a man
I'm
for the next
chill
25
with that
seconds. Rift
over
Herald
rapid fire
just
cannon.
slammed into the
I
mid
still
lane,
think it's a
tier
bad
one.
buy
Service
relative
Morgan
to Stormrazor,
once
but
more overextended, has to try to use the flash and
oh my
Ragnarok
god,
to
he
get
lives.
away, turns it around,
Oh
back
my
to
god.
Cryogen.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Morgan just drain tanking as Quid arrives to try to back him up, but the scat of the week going to keep the Rise away. Wants to step forward and lock up.
Oh,
Griffin, that's a
Quid.
one-way ticket to Ruin
Oh,
Prison,
Quid,
and
man.
he'll be
There we go.
buried
Come
there.
on.
TL come out on top yet again.
Yeah, and that lead extending even more now for Morgan, 2.5K ahead here. Pretty good initial look from FlyQuest, but felt like maybe they
Hey, you know what? I respect
FlyQuest
FlyQuest trying to make plays. I do.
This is exactly what you want out of the Rise. This is what you expect. When you build these
Is it
items on
gonna
Rise,
make a
these
difference?
enhanced Merc threats
No,
just have
not at all.
sustainability, just
But I
have the
respect
burst,
it.
Just stay inside and just force people to come to you.
We're
If
chilling.
no one comes to you, you'll just be moving around the map and creating plays. So really nice job by Quid to bait the enemies into this overextension. And this is the TL win con, to get Olaf into this top lane, to get these even fights going. And this is what FlyQuest has to avoid.
Yep, going to be able to be in a pretty good spot now here, TL, but they're looking for another potential dive. Everyone is moving up here. Jose's in the area, though, too.
Okay.
Morgan has his Ragnarok
good.
available now. It was just barely not ready to go when FlyQuest first started making this move. Hosdioto stepping forward.
Ragnarok coming
has already
in.
been used. Cryogen buying himself enough time
Yeah,
to stay
Cryogen,
alive
you are
here
dead, my
only
friend.
for a second. Morgan picks up the kill.
Yeah, no,
out of the
there's
10
nothing
10-4
Fly
now
can
for
do.
Team Liquid. Isles,
We're
I
just
feel like
running
this is
over
what
it.
you were talking about back in the draft. FlyQuest, they're a strong team. You never really know what to expect, but
Two
sometimes
items.
it's that
Olaf's
foot on the
about to
gas
have
pedal,
3.
just feeling a little bit too heavy. They're
Quid
always still
already
looking to
has
make
2
something
items,
happen.
like 2
And once
full
again,
items,
it
and
backfires as Team Liquid
a
come out
Dark
on top of
Seal.
the kills. They get something across the map. Core
Oh.
JJ gonna get caught here by the deadly flourish.
Okay,
Core
Core.
a little overconfident in his
Let's
positioning
not do that,
there.
brother.
Does get punished by Masu and Quad.
Let's not do
at least
that.
Slows TL down a little.
Yeah, I mean, the game is going to be really tough from this position. Obviously, these even numbered fights are just going to be difficult, and I think FlyQuest just pulled the trigger at a time where they just didn't have the necessary vision and the timing to create an outnumbered fight, and because of that, TL just, once again, on the driver's seat.
Remember, the LCS Championship is going to be headed to Gas South Arena in
Yep,
the Greater
gotta
Atlanta
get that
area,
ad read.
October 3rd and 4th.
Come
Tickets
on,
are
baby.
sale right now. Are we going to see you there, Isles?
Yes.
Hopefully on the stage. Hopefully.
I would be very, very surprised if Lyon is not at the
And enters
the finals.
7.5 AD more than
We'll
rapid fire, by the way.
Thank you.
Interesting.
So we'll see you there.
But that
Isles.
is a Stormrazor. So,
Don't worry, man.
conversation
If your teams crashes and
irrelevant.
burn, we'll make sure we can get you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Do you know what? I always feel like when I look at total gold, it sometimes makes it more sad than just looking at, oh, he's down 2.9K. You realize he has about as much gold as the supports, right? Like, Jax has just finished his Triforce, and people are on 2 core in some of these cases.
Morgan's got 2 items. Morgan's got Stridebreaker and Experimental Hexplate. There's 1 item on Gakkos. That's going to be a problem.
But once again, Olaf has been blind picked. And once again,
Griffin's got
he has
2
to complete
items.
the 1v9s,
Great.
so-
Jan's already got his
Beginning-
completed
beginning to
Muramana.
think maybe it's time to reconsider the Olaf position as Masu might
Oh,
reconsider his
Core.
position. Team Liquid making
Wait, that's
a move
actually
on the
really
enemy
bad for them,
AD
in my opinion.
carry. Quid will
He might have been able to get out on his own accord, but
they give this kill over to Yon. Cryogen gets away on a magical journey, just barely surviving. But the Team Liquid death ball, when everybody gets together, is very, very scary stuff.
Kobe.
Cryogen will not be sniped down.
Can we go
by
Baron?
that true shot barrage, but it's just another
I mean, we
play
could.
where Team
We,
Liquid
there's a chance of
assemble
chucking it, but I think we
everybody,
could
they
do
get
it if we
1 or 2
wanted
kills,
to.
and they're strengthening their position in the game.
Go better. Phantom based. Guys, you can look Jin or something. Oh yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching. Watch. Yeah, watch.
No flash G.
He's dead.
Nice.
Perfect.
Let's play fire.
Keep focusing on fighting.
Pantheon. He's not bad too.
Bro, those comms are clean.
So close to the kill of Cryogen there as well. That last Mystic shot chasing him through the magical journey, but couldn't quite catch up. All right. We're 5,000 gold ahead.
I'll be honest. Look, I know Gakos' scoreline is bad. I'm not saying it's great, but I'm just noting that it was the fault of Griffin that he got behind, and this Olaf matchup became impossible for him.
Right now, he does not have the teleports, but it really kind of is that stage of the game where, especially with the dragon coming up in 1 minute, it's kind of obvious where Olaf needs to be. I don't think that FlyQuest really has some sort of threat on like hitting the Nash, I guess, while no one is showing. It's actually TL that's going to be starting it up, it looks like.
All right, not a particularly fast take on the Baron, but it does demand an answer from FlyQuest. Exactly. They want Fly over here. They want them to have to answer.
Oh, that's a dead core.
JJ going to be your target. Scatter the weak.
Not good, but we should be able to follow this up. Oh, never mind, he gets out.
To take the 4v5. Masu getting chased down by Quid, but he does create enough distance to get himself away. FlyQuest, they find the opportunity to jump in and steal away a quick kill without Team Liquid getting anything in response. Sadly, they can't take anything else off the map because of it. Still 30 seconds until that Drake spawns. Core JJ is about to revive, so now we start playing for positioning around this next Drake that spawns. We've been talking about a fed Olaf. We've been talking about Hoseidoto being a menace in the jungle. Wukong and Olaf
slowly recovering back into this game, by the way.
For Team Liquid becomes reality for FlyQuest.
This is what I said from the jump. Is like,
yeah, I mean a bit of an
FlyQuest's chance to get back into this. Well, oh, what the fuck is this ult? Where are you going?
Yeah, I mean it's going to be really hard to find a good fight here when
are
all grouped up like this. Obviously Griffin searching off the side for Quid, but in this 5v5 there really is just.
No, I didn't miss anything. What the fuck was that? Okay. Like, what are we doing?
Only tapping Griffin's health bar there as Team Liquid decides to utilize this opportunity to find the pick on a quad. Yon just goes point blank range there with the arcane shift as Hoseidoto grabs the kill. Masu Gakko's trapped inside the stasis in the middle of 3 Team Liquid players, and that's 3 FlyQuest body bags all over the jungle. Team Liquid, they didn't even break a sweat. Yon got a little bit low, but he did it, forcing
taking him, then go Dragon.
The enemy mid, and now
don't even need to get Baron yet. No reason to force Baron at all.
Into the enemy base. Mid lane inhibitor turret down. Mid lane inhibitor targeted by the minions, but TL doesn't care about that a lot. They are going to go ahead, get themselves out, take the Realm Warp back over towards the Baron pit. They end up kind of smashing their faces into the wall on accident. Didn't get quite enough distance there on the Realm Warp, but it's TL going after the Baron.
It's going to be a rapid fire cannon third item, by the way, on Masu.
Gold lead. This one is all but done, my friends.
Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely no hope for FlyQuest at this point. I mean, it was going to be a super tall task, I think, to come up with any fight at the Drake, and I think TL were aware of that. Thought that he could just hit the mid tower while his team.
Giving up this dragon is a choice, in my opinion, but I think we end on this Baron push, so it's irrelevant. That's fine.
Yeah, it's pretty well played by TL. I mean, they just forced a response mid, and it felt like Quad maybe wasn't aware that they could be there, but it felt like they didn't really have any control of their own jungle. So walking through that angle seems super risky. He gets insta-killed, and like that is basically the backbreaker, it feels like, at this point. So FlyQuest's going to keep trying.
Game one's going well.
Some sort of a pick here, but it is hard to imagine realistic fights where the TL carries die.
Yeah, these champions are just too tanky, too mobile. All the flashes up that are really important. And the KO is always at the ready, so
Oh, are they going to try and kill him? I don't think they're going to be able to burst him. Oh, this is a very disjointed play. This is not good. Oh, they got Jose. I don't think it matters from there. Oh my god, Morgan. Are they going to be able to kill? They might be able to kill Morgan. Oh, quick, good flash.
Double kill with a pick onto Cryogen. Yon scattered backwards, but there is no orb to guarantee the stun. Now TL,
that's fine.
They got a 2-for-1. They lost Jose in the process, but considering FlyQuest is injured, they have to regroup back on the fountain.
Yep.
TL still has the Baron. They're going to use the opportunity, rotate everybody.
They do have enough
to
damage
the
though to
top
be able to
lane,
stop
take
us
out
here.
the
We
tier
can't
3
push for the
Jolivet
end.
before they make their exit. Yon gets away with the shift.
At least I don't think. Oh.
Escapes that scatter the week yet again, and TL is going to
maybe quad. Now it's 3 items back with his death cap. He is pretty strong, so maybe if TL does split up, there'll be some sort of angle, but...
Alright,
yeah,
FlyQuest is at the point now, barring the fucking Mosquito Jin build, they are in the position to be able to blow up whatever carries like jumping on their face, whether that's Olaf or Wukong. The question is, after they spend that initial like investment to blow them up, do they have anything else left in the tank to be able to deal with the extended fights that will happen?
Are you excited for
assuming you don't kill Morgan or Quid?
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's gonna be exciting. I've never done that like a road show, I guess, like this. That wasn't for finals. Like,
yeah, it's cool.
Like last split, but I'm excited to see. Honestly, I'm really excited actually to have some people cheering for me. Because whenever I've gone overseas so far,
Worlds is in NA this year too, baby.
Oh my god, they round warped into the back.
No one cares.
Oh, good. Wait, good play to save Masu there.
Here we go with TL. Look at
Doesn't make a difference, but you know.
Morgan grabs the kill on the quad. Quid goes legendary, and everybody's
hey Jax, what are you doing topside there, buddy?
Goes the 0-5 Jax, now tasked with the 1v5 here at the Nexus.
Yeah, this game was never really close.
A winning fight. Team Liquid takes out the first Nexus turret. They'll immediately.
This was never really close. Quid finishes the game perfect. I mean, what do you say?
Dominate FlyQuest in game 1.
Pretty one-sided. Thanks for joining us, Isles. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for having me.
Looking forward to home grounds, and you guys are gonna play TL there. TL's looking pretty good. That's gonna be a banger matchup.
It's gonna be exciting.
I mean, look.
I mean, I think our form will only get better from here, with Inspired probably coming back by then. Fingers crossed, of course. But yeah.
Griffin, hey, bad game. Go back, shake it off. You're fine. Look, you fucked it up at the beginning. It's fine. It is what it is.
Welcome back, yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I just think the Quid is really good at Rise. Yeah. Honestly.
Team looking pretty good at League of Legends.
Yeah, they are. But I am going to start with some Quid Rise, please, because I do really love how he gets involved so early on the Rise. And we're actually going to start here at about 3.5 minutes, where Core had previously, off of reset, headed up this way to help Morgan. Morgan actually ended up backing because Jack's back. So he ends up going mid to try to kind of harass Quad a bit. And what this ends up doing is it kind of chases Quad off. It allows Quid to...
Wait, where's my recently used?
And he is going to immediately ghost down to bot lane to get the kill once Core is back here. So he ends up cleaning up this kill onto Cryogen. Fast forward a bit to about 6 minutes as TL are actually taking the Drake on this bot side. But again, watch the top because Quid is going to recognize that as Morgan and Gakkos are up top here, Gakkos is going to end up getting trapped.
No, how do I...
As he tries to escape right here
Copy
into
embed.
the waiting arms.
No, I want...
He's just there, being annoying. They already know the Gakkos is there. He cleans it
If
up,
I like
and
just
then
tweet this...
immediately, since he's already level 6, guess what? Syndra is not safe either because Core is already here.
There we go.
Right?
I think if I save it like that and then I...
All of TL are already playing around this.
There we go.
Communication is great. Jose can head
Bang.
in here too.
I need to create a folder to save these, by the way. Let's go Video Essentials.
Guess what? It's another kill for Quid.
I mean,
Slap bet.
He's so good
Gifts.
on Rise, and the team itself is just firing on all cylinders right now that they are so
There we go.
strong at
Okay,
being able
I
to
finally got him
play the
saved.
map when they have a semi-global like this.
Yeah, mid, bot, top, mid, all before 7 minutes. Morgan also popped off in that game. I mean, 10-2 on Rise, not including.
There we go.
11-2 on Rise.
We take those. We absolutely take those.
Yeah, and I think what.
Just remind the kid there's time to lock in. Time to lock in.
And something that I think.
How do you save those on Chrome? I mean, I just went to Tenor, like downloaded the GIF, and that was it.
Quid has been doing a really good job of it. Like literally starting off the split off his lock play where he's like.
Let me
planning a TP play up.
speed this up. Yeah, who would have guessed Quid would be player of the game? Oh wait, literally should have been everybody. Bro, there's a chance that we are done with this series and done with the day by 7 o'clock. And yesterday didn't get done until 9. Like, a 2-hour time difference, which is crazy.
Morgan also just got his contract extended through 2028.
Let's go, Lord Morgan.
The extension from Team Liquid. Make it count right off the bat.
Yeah.
Playing with that nice little new contract.
Maybe 11 year guys.
Locking in the Olaf, yeah, as we see the pro view of him foiling this dive and managing to get first blood off of it.
I mean, the side step. Oh! Holding your flash that entire time to be able to flash.
The fact that he wins this one too here.
Yeah, he knew it, and the rest of the team knew it. It was great hearing them cheer.
Yep. Should have kept walking down. Was the only way. Really hasn't grown from feeling like a rookie team that can snowball leads. Now that TL doesn't feel lost in the ocean, it's a pretty harsh reality compared to the spring split. Yeah, but I think for Fly, like a rookie experiment or like a rookie roster gets like 2 years. You get way more time to develop and push it. 1 year is not enough in my opinion. You need.
There's been like a little bit of criticism towards Morgan like last split.
You need to keep going.
But I think,
Plus, again, their losses for now to.
Like view of how to play the game.
Oh yeah, he's there.
One more game. Maybe we extend it to 2029.
Again, congrats on Morgan.
A little farther than that. Yeah.
Getting his contract extension through 2028. But yeah, FlyQuest only losses this year. So far are Team Liquid and Lyon. And TL and Lyon, like we are blowing everybody out of the water right now. So it's like, it's very difficult to tell with this FlyQuest squad when they're not playing teams of equivalent skill to where they actually are. You have to wait until they play like C9, play Sentinels, and Shopify to like really get a sense of where they are. Because for now, like a 2-0 against DSG, unfortunately, doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things. And 2-0 losses to both TL and Lyon really don't mean much. In terms of our ability to like effectively grade them on where they should be relative to the people around their competition. If only Fly committed to stream scrims. I mean, that's not on them. They tried. It's on every other org. Everybody else said no and didn't want to. They pushed. To our understanding, they pushed. And the people I talked to within FlyQuest, they pushed pretty hard. Hey, Are You Smart? And LCS Analyst is back. There we go. I missed that series.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Future, you bring in a resident top laner. Gakkos was the Whipple project. If he doesn't, Gakkos is only 17 or 18, bro. You give him a ton of time. Gakkos has shown more than enough signs already to have faith in him. More than enough signs. Like you're fine if you're FlyQuest. You don't. In my opinion, with this roster, you literally don't change a thing. You just keep working to improve yourself individually, and I think the squad will be good by the end of next year. They are so young. They are so young. You just got to give them time. As they all get more pro experience and get used to the stage like this, they'll be fine. FlyQuest didn't scrim at all against other teams. I mean, they can't just decide to stream their scrims on their own. The teams won't allow it. The teams will tell you, no, I'm not scrimming you if you're going to stream it. It's not just like their choice. You don't just get to say, oh, I'm going to boot up stream for the fuck of it and just do it. Like, it's not how it works. Given how much they bet on rookies, especially compared to Sentinels, do it. Oh yeah, no. Like when you look at the, especially here's the thing. Again, give it time. If FlyQuest goes on to look close against C9, and then beat both Shopify and Sen, then they're right where you want them to be. They might not make Worlds, and obviously that's the goal, but like, they're fine. They're more than fine. Just give them time. Contract implication. I mean, brother, you can't force that shit in the contracts. We all know that. There's only so much shit that you can do. I mean, my big thing would be, you don't even need to stream scrims, but I would like to have like a weekday tournament series. Like an online series, like 10Ks, like just random prize pools going into these events that you can make content out of. One-day tournaments that are like, you know, 18, say you have teams that qualify. And then you do like a 12, I don't know, do a 16 team bracket. Everybody gets to play on their own. Best of 3, best of 3. Would it be all best of 3? If you do 16, it's 16, 8, 4, 2. Yeah, there'll be four series that you do. I think you just do like Wednesday tournaments like that. I mean, if you want to do only 10 teams, you could. Actually, yeah, I think that would work. You do 10. How would you make a 10-team bracket work? Yeah. Is there a way to make a 10-team bracket work? You got 1, 2, and then you have 8 teams remaining. If the 8 teams play, they qualify. No.
It is time for our last
So if there's 4 there.
Of the weekend. Well, it's been time for the last series of the weekend. Still time. If you blinked, you might have missed the first one.
Hang on.
Because honestly, it was
10-team single elim
for TL over FlyQuest.
bracket.
It started with Morgan outplaying the first dive from Griffin, and Gak goes up there in the top
Is that how it would work?
And it just snowballed
1,
from there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11.
Did not impact things.
Huh.
Meanwhile, Quid's rise in the mid lane for TL was what's that?
He impacted some things.
Okay, he impacted the amount of gold in the enemy
1,
team's
2,
wallet.
3,
However,
boom,
Quid
impact.
was no, he's not in this game. But we did have a huge performance on the rise. From
No, that's, okay, that's 10 teams there. See, I think what you do, if I had my choice,
People that Gak goes impacted.
Getting lots of free money.
this would be the way that it would work. Let me, hang on, let me
Honestly,
save this
it was
photo.
just a really good performance from TL in game
And then I'll open it,
I like
and we can
what Isles
rotate
was
it.
talking about in that draft, saying, yeah, FlyQuest is they make exciting plays. They're a fun team to watch, but they don't know when to call it off. We saw
So this is what it
a
would
few
look
different
like
times in
if you
December
did it.
after they fell behind. I can respect the
And I
mentality of
think
we gotta
you,
do
hold
crazy
up,
plays to
how do
try to
I?
get back into the game.
So then this would be like TL and Lyon automatically face the winner here. You have 4 teams. You take the bottom 2. You take the bottom 2 teams of the LCS in terms of standings, and then the top 2 teams of NACL, or like an open qualifier, whatever you want to do. And then every Wednesday, best of 3, best of 3, and then you do it's 1, 2, 3, 3 best of 3s to win it all for the LCS teams, other than the bottom 2, and then they have to win 4.
Ban out Yone, so interesting. We'll see. You know, if Jose is even
Start at noon.
Of course, like I said last time, you know, even with the 5 AD,
Start at 1 o'clock and just let them play.
Early on in Fearless, that's not really a concern. You know, when you get deep, especially a best of 5 Fearless, then it becomes more of an issue. But Jose is a really big playmaker.
Double elimination? No, I want this. You need it all done in one day. One day.
TL coming into this year, you know, Jose was the pickup that I
Put like $1,000 on the line.
And you know, is this guy really deserving
For each of these, have 10 of them throughout the split, or even if you just make it like a regular season thing, fine.
Get inspired. But I feel like Jose killed off a lot of that discussion. So
That's $8,000 bucks.
in the running for MVP last split. I think he played amazing.
Get a sponsor to do it. Have a centralized stream that operates as a red zone thing, and then
comes from Jose's very short stint on FlyQuest.
You have weekday games, and that's better than stream scrims.
Particularly impressive, and people were like, "Oh, okay, so this guy came up."
Winning team, everybody gets $250 for today. And if you want to stream your perspective, you're more than welcome to.
Like Isle said in the previous game, that has Quid and Yon as your expected superstars, but Jose has really kind of just shaken that off with confidence and really been a big performer. Over on the FlyQuest side, we get Yunara and we get Lulu locked in for the bottom lane for Masu and Cryogen.
Yeah, this is really interesting because obviously the Lucian first pick tells you they're probably
Zillion would be a hilarious lock-in.
That is what you're going to
Lucian Milio for Yon Core JJ is hella good.
is Cog Lulu, and this is kind of a similar idea where you're just
Lucian Nami?
right,
Nah, no
really
chance.
much
No
of
chance you do
anything. We're just
Nami
gonna be
over
playing to scale, we're
Milio.
playing to be stronger in those team fights. Instead, they're going to pivot to Nami potentially. So
Interesting.
And that is more about that kind of 2v2 power because Nami does have a better match.
I don't know if I like that.
Milio is much more about denial of engage, but of course this 2v2, they're not engaging on you, right? They're just going to be poking you with Lulu poke and looking to scale. So Nami is more of, you know, about that 2v2 than it is about the
Coming home and having Pro League to watch.
And we'll see if they can
Yeah, I just think like a Wednesday tournament, it works really well. Wednesday's kind of like a dead zone within the calendar week for LoL esports. And for North America, like us not having, like we only have 2 days of games, I just think it's like a great way to do it. And it encourages stream content and beyond. Like I just think it'd be a really good way to do it.
one of those champions that does answer Jarvan quite well because obviously
You just have to start it fairly early for them. Like I know the pros like to stay up late, but like I'm just saying, you have to start this realistically our time by noon. Because you figure you have 4 rounds. If you start at 12 to 3, because you will have lag time between the series, because everybody has to play their series ongoing at one time. 12 to 3 is the what we'll call
we've got some pretty standard early power junglers here with the Jarvan
the like play-in.
capable of making those early ganks pre-6 as well as having a big power spike once the ulti unlocks.
Yeah, absolutely.
3 to 6
really strong pre-6 like you said, and then,
is the
post-6, well, you're dealing with Lucian, a champion that wants to get involved in these fights, that relies on mobility, on
8,
skill shots with
6 to
dash.
9
Of course, Vi kind of says you cannot do that.
is
Again,
the
Vayne gonna get banned
final
just like
4,
time for TL.
and then 9
Last
to
time it was,
12
of course, that blind Olaf, but again, when I think of Vayne bans,
is
I think about
the
Gnar, I think
finals.
Renekton is two of those options that they're trying to open up. Of course, Vayne is also good in some of the tanks. And
Like that's a lot of League in one day. That's a lot of League to like cram this all in one day.
the first and still the only lock game of the LCS.
But I think it'd be fun. Like marathon tournaments like this are a ton of fun. Even if you do this like every other week, I think it'd be great as a weekly thing. But like if you're Wednesday, like you're just playing like 12. I mean, look, not everybody's gonna be playing 12 hours a league because some teams are going to lose here. Some teams are like for the top teams, you're gonna be around for a bit. But you can also like if the top teams, if you don't want like if you don't fully want to take it serious and you want to like take a week off and relegate your spot to the next NACL team, go ahead. $1,000. Play on the day. That's it.
I'm kind of just assuming we're going to get standard control mage potentially here, and then I would think that Gakkos would go for a counter pick, but you do, of course, have the
Quit him more. It's really good for Jose to stay on TL. Well, players that could be that. Oh, 100%.
Ban, with the Jace ban, a lot of those bans that TL threw out are kind of opening up and improving the opportunity.
Did I watch Breaking Point? No, I got busy watching Call of Duty today and completely lost track of time. I'm going to try and do it on Tuesday if I can. I keep saying that I'm going to, and I want to. I just keep getting busy. It has been a very busy summer.
Yasuo as well. There's Aurelia. I mean, there's a lot of answers to Gnar. And so there is that possibility, but I feel like Morgan's just going to go standard, something like Mbessa or a tank or something.
There it is. Sure enough, Mbessa locked in 2 and 6.
You got the limited edition Worlds National XVO box too. Yeah.
We need to investigate who
Hey, Warden Grail, thank you.
That is kind of what it comes down
You're just saying I missed. Broke yourself. Hey, bro, don't worry about subbing to me over fucking life, bro. Prioritize life. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, False, to give you the rundown. Yeah, I've got all the Worlds Unlocked boxes. So that's 2023, 2024, 2025.
Sylas obviously loves to be able to steal away.
That's all of them. And then 2026 will go right here whenever it's released.
Nice options there here for the Team Liquid mid lane.
So Morgan's 1-0 on it. Thanatos is 1-1, and then
Highlight. I mean, I'm probably just gonna post the full thing, to be honest, and have it as a standalone video.
Okay, fair enough. So we do have our final pick of the draft here for FlyQuest. It'll be the Weavers.
All right, this is a lot of good ults for Sylas to steal. This feels like a Quid pop-off game.
Giant mess of 2 Weavers walls flying different directions into team fights. All we needed now was
Rotating creators like Cadro. Oh, Rory, that would be incredible.
Get some more terrain, you know?
Yeah, why not?
That would be absolutely
really
incredible.
With the Gnarl, that is so powerful when you can steal that away. Incredible team fight out. Vi, obviously very good as well. Wild Growth, not bad whatsoever because you can set up for yourself with the Absconded Duct into a Wild Growth and just kind of chain that CC. So 3 very good ults for Quid to steal. Of course, Talia is just kind of whatever, and you're just, as most Sylas matchups are, you're basically just trying to farm and
Fully will
thrive
stay.
and
Hey, should be fun.
Nothing else, you can also steal the Talia one to follow her if you think she's trying to shove and make a roam down the bottom lane or whatever along those lines, right? I also really like when you have a champion that makes terrain decently sized terrain. I'm not talking about that little dinky Orn rock or the Trundle stink pillar or whatever. I'm talking Anivia walls, Talia walls, something with some real brick and mortar to it.
Come on, Quid. Give me another MVP game.
As one of the teammates.
Stunt on these hoes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's some brick and mortar.
Okay. I'm just getting on the same page.
And that's even on
Let's go.
That's even on the other side there. So you're going to have cataclysms in
Come
the
on.
team fights. You're going to have Weavers.
Come on, boys. Let's go. Lock the fuck in.
There's a lot more crap to throw people into. It's going to get WWE in here if the Gnar has his way. And honestly, that's a great shot for Gakos.
How's the fit on TL jersey? True to size? I don't know what the current TL jersey is. I would have told you they typically run small. But oh, Quid. Can't be missing that.
Here, 3v3.
Yeah, Core JJ has already flashed away. No summoners were used otherwise except for that Nami flash. So nice little early get there for
Quid got player of the game last
Jose
game.
is. Jose's going to be in the side brush and maybe try to get some harass down. No, he just.
But yeah, I think if the from what I heard, TL's jersey now uses the same material that FlyQuest does. That I think runs a little bit bigger.
But you can see, really, that bot lane skirmish is all about the wards in that side
But I don't
brush.
know.
You know,
I
trying to
personally
deny
always
those
go with an
wards
XL
on
for
the bot
jersey
side,
size, and it fits
to be
me
able to
well.
play for side lane control, because when you are in these enchanter versus enchanter matchups, it is actually such a big deal to be able to have that vision in the side brush. And
my nose
as a
was
result,
bleeding for a minute
TL
there. I was
do
about
have
to say,
double
God
wards,
damn,
but
same feeling.
FlyQuest with that flash advantage, they do trade out the heal and the barrier, and they get the push.
All right, FlyQuest with control over
All right,
the
we're
bottom
up
side.
one
Back to
CS in the bot side. Let's go.
Lyles was also talking
Minion
about how he
control,
thinks
baby.
that Masu is one of the best performers on FlyQuest when he can play from an advantage, when he can play from a position of strength. The team can look really good. Jose Diodo is down here, though, as FlyQuest are about to try to crash this wave into the turret. We'll see if Team Liquid...
All right, Quid's got to get through to level 6.
Jose hits level 3 after clearing out his Krugs. Now, he is going to walk past the ward in this Pixel Brush, so... FlyQuest, aware of the presence of Jose, might be at least able to grab a summoner spell here. Flag and drag combo, sidestepped by Masu, but he still has to flash. Jose Diodo ready for flash.
And that's a kill.
Follow.
Oh, this bot lane is so
FlyQuest
fucked.
pushing up, even though they had the ward, Azalea can't protect them because Jose and Yon are ready.
Oh, bot lane so fucked.
Masu and Crygen were winning out in that 2v2 just ever so slightly, but they couldn't fully crash the wave. Yon and Core were hitting it enough, were keeping it off the tower, so there were those 3 minions alive that did not actually crash. It made Masu and Crygen stay around long enough that Jose can
FlyQuest draft
gank, and
honestly does win better in the
It's
5v5s.
hard to say in these moments, but I feel like
assuming it's even
though
hands,
Masu avoided the flag and drag by stepping
if
down,
you can
I
get
think that
there.
killed him. I think he just has to accept
But I
it,
think
keep
it's going to
moving
be a
up and
struggle this
flash.
game for them to get there.
Because that step back
Yeah, they saw the
closes
ward.
gap between him and Yon and Core JJ, allows them to get extra damage in. And I feel like in a situation like that, it is always a tough call because you're like, oh, I can just dodge this. But when Jose flag and drags slightly above you there, it pushes you into the DPS of the Lucian and the Nami. And if he just flashes, even if Jose flash follows, I don't think that Yon and Core can actually close that gap and probably kill him.
Which means that Jose is making the objectively correct decision, right? Even if your opponent makes the call to outplay you, it's still putting him in a more compromised spot.
That's why ability placement is actually so important in League of Legends, right? It's so much about this. And Masu trying to hold the wave off the tower. We know that Griffin is behind them, but
Quid
not really an angle
getting
to do
poked out a little
here.
bit, but that's fine.
Griffin's still staying around, though.
Early Silas versus Talia.
Yeah, if this doesn't pay off, it's going to be pretty costly, I would assume, for Griffin, who goes in with a vault breaker.
Oh my god, that's not good at all.
Dashes out of the
not
way,
good at
so
all for Fly.
No true pressure here. No summoner spells. Had to be spent on
Quid,
that one. Quad
Quid, we're predicting these silence chains just a little bit too much.
Griffin, he camps out. He's hanging out in that jungle for a while.
Little too much. Just click it right on the target and we'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty well played. They know they have the stacked wave, and I'm going to be honest, I feel like when Masu is really fighting into that wave and holding that, TL got a bit suspicious, right? And now
oh my god, is Jose going to get
Jose
this?
has decided, all right, you guys want to bring junglers into this? Let's bring junglers into this. Jose Diodo is taking a little bit of damage from Masu.
No.
Back. Got to be careful, though. Bubble is not going to hit onto Masu as
That's
Griffin
not good.
flies in there with a vault breaker and punishes
Hey, good play by
TL's
Griffin.
aggressive positioning. Nicely done from FlyQuest. Griffin's finally going to get paid there. Quid goes in.
Nice.
Tries
Good
to use
force of the flash. Come on, Quid.
Cryogen, get a kill at
there
the
we go.
very end of things, but the flash from the Lulu keeps Cryo alive.
Yeah, it is going to keep him alive. Obviously, the untold story there off camera, Masu loses another wave to the tower, and Masu does not get the kill. And when the wave crashes on the tower, the wave pushes away from you generally. So we'll see how those minions do kind of equalize down in bot side. And you know, if it does end up being bad for Masu, because Masu, of course, is down both sums. Lyon has his barrier back, and the wave is going to be pushing to TL as expected. So TL is going to be still, you know, it's going to be beneficial for the bot lane 2v2 that play, even though Griffin didn't get a kill.
Back up in top side, let's check in on our Morgan versus Gakkos head-to-head.
Acting like a play is going to happen or some shit.
Close for the first couple of minutes in the previous game. It was Griffin's gank that ended up going sideways that kind of set Morgan ahead. But even after Morgan got the first kill, Gakkos was still doing a pretty solid job of staying.
Oh my god, he hit that. You're kidding me.
Looking for the solo kill, and right as soon as I start talking about things being smooth sailing, it's Morgan who skews it in his favor yet again in the 1v1.
Yeah, that one's tough. That one is a bit of greed from Gakkos, gets him killed. So Gakkos was very close to level 6, and maybe during this pause we can actually just rewatch a replay of that kill, because Morgan gets 6 first, and Gakkos is
how does he hit a
like stay in XP range?
Yeah,
but the wave was pushing towards him. And I feel like it's one of those moments where you just need to accept that you're going to have to lose a couple minions, because if you get hit by the public execution in Mininar, you're down a level, you are in
I need to see
trouble.
that. I feel like Mbessa, like a blind Mbessa R with no CC on it in a wide open lane, that's crazy to get hit by that, no?
Well, that was certainly a blunder. You know what else is a blunder, Isaac? When Griffin spills Red Bull on his
oh my god, Griffin.
Which is why we're currently
we like that lull. Thank you for the follow.
So I have been told that was safe for air.
Oh my god, Griffin.
We've got a bit of a Red Bull spillage incident
It's been a while since we've had, you know, the sippy cup incidents.
Yeah, somebody get Sven Skaren on the phone. What's Sven Skaren doing right now?
I think you mean.
Somebody get him on the phone. Somebody's got to still have him have his number. Let's get him in here. Griffin is.
All right, somebody get this man a baby cup.
I spilled my Red Bull, and Jan goes, XDD, is it GG or keyboard? Masu goes, remake. He says, no, I spilled on my desk.
Okay, so it's only on the desk. That's good. At least it's not on the keyboard or the mouse.
Brother's not even helping. He's just having the ref do it.
Yeah, come on, Griffin, get in there.
Come on, Griffin, you spilled it. Wipe it up.
Soak that up.
Look at him. He's just grinning.
He's trying to keep his hands warm. You know what gets your hands warm? Friction.
Some
the
good
friction
hard
of
work.
rubbing a paper towel on the desk. Griffin, Griffin, put down the TikTok.
No, sir.
Get in there and
put away
the Red Bull.
And wipe up that Red Bull, young man.
Oh, yeah, you're a dad now. This is good training for you. Yeah.
This instant.
Once your kid gets old enough to like move around and start knocking crap over, you got to be ready to lay down the law, man.
Yeah, exactly. Time to lock in, Lily.
Exactly.
Better be wiping up that spill or it's off to the coal mines.
Yup. Gonna have to make sure she's got that Red Bull discipline.
We're going to learn today.
Oh, you spilled another one?
Bro.
That's some extra shit.
Oh my
All
God.
right,
Just kidding, Joanne. Don't divorce me.
I love the plea to the wife at the end. Cherry on top.
All right, we're
Well
back
done,
into the
Azale.
game. The Red Bull has been mopped up. Team Liquid is up 700 gold and a single kill. And the big winners so far in this game are Jan and Morgan with those 2 kills. As Jan and Core JJ's pressure in the bottom.
I just
with
need
the
a
Lucian
full
Nami
Azale
remains
and Jat
ever-present.
dad
Jan, of
cast
course,
where it's
one of our
nothing but
players who
dad
does
puns
have
the entire
Lucian
time.
Thumbs up. He's got the check in the box. There's a lot of players historically in North America that are not allowed to play Lucian. Jan is one of the ones that has earned the right.
Yep, he's got his Lucian card for sure. He's locked and loaded. He's a carrying Lucian card member, and is a very good Lucian player. But definitely unfortunate on the top side.
Quid is
for
officially
Gakos after
6,
how last game went,
which means he gets to
was a
play
bit
the
of a silly
game.
death, and you know, if you're going to greed for that XP and you see the public executions coming in, got to flash it. But not only did he not flash it, he then flashed late, and the flash follow was there for the solo kill. So it's kind of egg on your face in both ways, right? You know, you died, you lost your flash, and it was very avoidable. You know, when the wave isn't frozen, sometimes you just got to take your L and lose a few minions and wait for it to come to you.
And I feel like in League of Legends, even if it's just, you know,
right,
playing
we're
your
chilling.
own ladder games in solo queue, that's one of the most frustrating feelings in a game. Where right
J4's
afterwards
pathing
you
bot
realize, like, I could have
for
flashed
Dragon.
beforehand.
Makes
Yeah, it
sense.
sucks to lose flash.
Morgan
but I
does
would've
not
been
have
alive. I
TP,
probably
so him
would've
and
been
Nar are
most
going to
of
be
my
set
health
in lane,
bar
which
still
means
intact. I used the
gold-wise,
spell anyway because I was getting
pretty much even. A
too
little bit of a
confident in my
bot
own
lane.
abilities, and now it's a real punish, and now the whole game feels so much worse.
And that's the tough thing about League of Legends in general, right? Is that League of Legends is a snowbally game. It is not something where you're like, okay, it's fine. I'll just do the same thing next time. Because next time the person has more gold, and sometimes even if you play the fight just as well, you just lose, right?
Yeah,
It
it's like,
doesn't
okay, he's
actually-
got extra longsword now, so I guess I don't win.
Yeah, so it does get very tough.
Nice.
Morgan's opened up a nearly 700
All right,
gold
barrier
lead.
pop for
Morgan,
Masu.
who just extended his contract, by the way, till I think 2028.
2028 it said,
with
so.
TL, so he's locked in.
Oh
Team
my
Liquid
God.
Really liking Morgan's performance so far, as Masu is not liking Jan and Core JJ's aggro
Okay,
down
this
here.
is
The Lucian
over in
Nami
bot lane.
again,
That
just
free
playing
dragon.
in the face of the Yunara and Lulu.
Honestly, you don't even have to get
Scale.
the dragon. You
Jose
can just,
Diodo does
like,
have
straight
Cataclysm
up
unlocked. Level 6 here on the
take 2
Jarvan.
plates at
Jan
minimum.
very close to level 6 on his Lucian, so the culling could also be a factor here soon. Jose Diodo is going to see Masu and Cryogen
Oh, God.
exiting that brush. He will interrupt their
Went from
opportunity
bad to
recall, further
worse.
slow down their ability to get back into lane. Core JJ still helping Jose, who uses the Dragon Strike
God.
before the flag to get the full
From
damage, but
worse
not
to
jump in
terrible.
underneath the turret range.
My
as
God.
Quad tries to make his way down here now to find a punish. Griffin is also walking down through the lane. Quad is not going to get the Weaver's Wall that he wanted, and Jan has that culling that I was mentioning he's almost at the level 6 marker for. Quad gets caught in the bubble now.
Get
The
out.
Aqua
Just
Prison
make sure we're
throwing him
fine.
up into the air. Griffin is
Bro, the
seen,
tempo
and now
play
Team
here is
Liquid knows,
crazy.
okay, it's a 4-man group from FlyQuest down here on the bottom side.
Oh,
We
they're
gotta try to
going
get
for it.
away. Griffin leading the charge. He's got the ulti here on the buy. Tries
That's
to
a
go
kill.
in, wants to
Yeah, that's a
target
kill on the Yawn.
Yawn gets flicked back by the seismic shove. Nicely played as Masu
I don't
collects
think
the money.
Jose Diodo's going to be able to do anything, though. He's trying to stall for Quid.
But Griffin's ready to chase him down. Griffin grabs another one. FlyQuest 2 for 0 here so far, but Quid has made his way into the fight. He brings down
I don't
the
know if
chains
Quid
on
can live
Quad,
this, though. You
gets
gotta be
one back
careful
for
here.
TL. Game tied 3-3. Quid still trying to escape. Cryogen. Griffin
Oh
going underneath
my
the turret, but
God.
he takes a ton of
Oh,
damage.
neither
The
one of
Aqua
those
Prison
hits.
doesn't hit.
Oh.
And Quid's got to be careful with his cooldowns. Cryo, Griffin, and Masu all still trying to get away from this. Very low mana bars available. Core JJ still looking. Quid right behind him. Abduct isn't going to hit the target, but the Aqua Prison does.
Oh
Cryogen
my
hit
God.
the tidal wave, and that's another kill. Back over to Quid.
Great bubble.
I feel like I've been talking for 2 minutes straight, but as the dust settles, we went from a 2-1 game to a 4-3 game. So it's another 2 for 2 overall, I believe. Hold on, we're
Is
not
Core
done
gonna
yet.
get the
Core
kill?
JJ looking to grab the kill, and Amasu,
My
one
God.
more attack in the air, gets it done, but
This
the
is
seismic
stupid.
shove. Back on the Nami, makes
Bro,
Team
this is
Liquid
just-
Sushi in the bottom lane, and FlyQuest is eating good.
We are
5-4
feeling
game still
so
favors TL.
confident
Look at Core and the
that we're
player
just
cam
willing to
laughing
chuck
it
out
up,
these
man.
plays.
The fight
Like, you
both
would
begins
never do
and
this in an
ends
international
with
game,
those
but because we feel
interrupted
so
recalls.
good
And Jose
about it,
is
like,
just
how this is gonna
ruining
go,
the
we're
lives
just-
of this FlyQuest
we're
bot lane.
running
Masu
over
and Cryogen have been doing fine in the 2v2, but the level 3 gank that gets them, and then they stack the wave, they trade aggressively, they call down their jungler, and on a timing where Masu and Cryogen would have a decent recall, they wouldn't even lose that much. Multiple times, they're just watching everything die to the turret because Jose is interrupting them over and over and over and over again. And it is becoming such a problem here. And even with FlyQuest calling down multiple members to try to fix the issue.
We still haven't
the
taken a
damage has already
dragon,
been
though. It's
done
11
because you
minutes
can't get
in.
those minions back.
Yeah,
We're just pounding them in lane so bad that we don't even need to. But like, I still think we should.
Means those gold advantages have to come from somewhere, and a lot of it is out of Masu's farming. The Yunara, you already said, man, it needs to scale. This is a hyper carry champion. And Yon is just making sure that every time he steps up to the wave, he regrets the decision.
Yep, and I mean, it's not just the gold, right? You're saying, oh, 650 gold, that's not
Are they going to be able to get Dragon?
Well, they're an entire level down in both support, basically, and AD carry, right? So it is both the gold in pocket
Quid got
as well
rocket
as
belt.
the base stats that you have from being up all that experience. So this is a really rough position now for FlyQuest, and they have got to play so safe because they know that Jose.
Bro, they're not even taking the
Dragon. It's only going to get worse because look at Yon's inventory. A cull on the Lucian.
They're not even.
This just
Wait,
means
he went
he's already
cull?
feeling that confidence, that extra pressure from Jose Dioto, allowing him to buy this item that's going to spike his economy even further ahead. As let's take a look at our general map state here. You know, 11.5 minutes in. It's 2 grubs to 1 for the side of Team Liquid, so no full-on grub.
I mean,
state
surely we just
favoring
go for
one
Dragon,
team or
right?
the other. First Drake of the game still hasn't been taken. 11.5 minutes in. Kim Drake first, nobody cares, man. This guy, he is just not the most popular mythical creature on the Rift, but Quid's making his way down
tower.
to the bottom lane now. Only about 60% HP on the Silas. Did have the stolen wild growth.
I don't need to do anything crazy. Just keep pushing the lead.
There.
Keep poking him out.
Jose Dioto also hanging
Tempo
around
plays
here
great.
on the
Core
control
JJ just
board.
took 2
Griffin
tower
is nearby,
shots, which
shadowing this potential play.
crazy.
Masu's
With
recall is
no
interrupted by
reason
the
to.
tidal wave. Yon committing everything just to clear out the minions in time. Quid still hanging around. It's a 4-man dive play coming out from Team Liquid. Make it 5. Aqua Prison hits Masu when he's already dead.
Okay, this is not great for Yon. Or not Yon, for FlyQuest already. Oh my god.
In the middle of everybody, it's a double kill back over to Yon, and he's
Oh my god.
bodies. Morgan chases
Gakkos is about to turn Mega, so this is.
But he arrives only to join his
This is a tough angle.
Death, surely.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say don't.
Still 4 players from TL here.
Morgan's
Morgan still with a
trying.
full health bar ready to go.
Lucian's got
Gakkos is
calling.
underneath the turret, and it looks like Morgan's
He
going
could
to
if
be
he
one
wanted
leading
to.
the charge, taking the turret aggro. Gakkos tries to get something
Flash.
back. Flash is a way to keep himself alive, but he still dies to Quid at the very end. It's a slaughter in bottom lane, and
Bro, this is not
are
close.
the ones finding themselves behind.
Quid's
again.
4-0-1.
I mean, this is just crazy, man. This
Oh
is
my
just an everything
god.
gap, and TL are making FlyQuest look
Oh
silly.
no,
Masu,
they're gonna
I
do it
think we're
again.
gonna watch him die again.
Yeah, that one was certainly a little bit silly. Masu, all game long. They
Wrap it
said,
up.
Let's get Yunara.
Wrap it up.
And then he
Okay,
steps up
challenge.
forward right when
Win
he
this
thinks
entire
they're gonna
game,
change the
never
plan.
take a
I'm
dragon.
sorry, sir. The plan has
Challenge.
not changed.
Like, don't take a dragon.
I gotta feel bad for
don't
Masu
touch
and
it the
Prize,
entire
you know,
game.
This is one of those games where you are just getting camped to high heavens, man.
Yeah.
You know, your top laner made this mistake where they get solo killed. That lost all prio on top side, and you are getting 3-man over and over and over and over. Your recalls are chain getting interrupted by tidal waves, by everything. You know that it's coming, but TLAW is here too late. Masu pops the ulti, but does not dash out of the bubble in time. Just goes down basically for free, and that pretty much guarantees that this is going to be a lost fight. Gakkos arrives, but the TP is so
hits on
much
Gakkos.
later
Oh my
than
god.
Morgan's, and not able to really get anything done.
Oh my god, beauty. Final flash.
Beauty. Exactly. I agree. That
Don't
was
take a
some
dragon.
beautiful
No, don't do it,
sequencing there
Jose.
From Team
Don't be.
Liquid
No,
to
you
get what
little
they
bitch.
came for. And here you can see a performance between Spring and Summer by Team Liquid's AD carry Yon as TL again steal away FlyQuest pieces.
Exactly. You know,
5K gold up,
but last
15
year,
minutes.
When TL was doing poorly, it was always kind of like, yeah, TL's not looking that good, but Yon though. But what if Yon carries? But what if Yon pops off? Because he had been playing so well. And then this team was kind of rebuilt around
he's
him,
got-
and he just has not really performed very well so far
Is he going
this
collector
year.
second
Even at
item? I
MSI,
think he
When I
is.
think back to these great moments
Oh,
against
that's
T1 where they were
crazy if you're
almost
going
winning,
collector second
I think
item.
Yon kind of falling short in the team fights, not playing to the level that we have come to expect of him. But that has not been
Until
true
pastry time
so
that FlyQuest
far
needed-
this
oh, God,
summer.
what's
He's
pastry
been
time
looking
saying?
Excellent. And that's a big reason why they're in conversation for Best Team League.
Are they going to be able to
Right
kill
now
Quid?
it's Quid who's in danger. Griffin leads the charge. The flick right after. The damage
No,
on the Quid
okay,
is
yeah,
enough.
they killed
As
Quid.
Over the wall, the flash won't matter. Griffin's ready to follow the TL mid laner, but they get their pick. Now Quad wants more. Tries to ride in the Weaver's wall. Block off.
Oh,
Yon, who
what a
dashes through the
bubble.
unraveled earth, and another beautiful Aqua Prison coming in from Core JJ to turn the play. He finds 2 suspended
Oh
in
my
midair.
God.
A double kill back over to Yon as he takes out Masu. And even when FlyQuest finds find something good. Azael Team Liquid simply find something better. FlyQuest, they need to go get an x-ray, man. There's lead in their foot. They can't take it off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's looking really tough. And I mean,
today I learned the youth of
this
today do not
far
respond
behind.
to
You gotta
triple
just kinda
Durham
send it.
Wiggly.
Griffin is the only strong one on their team.
Okay,
and he did, going into that fight, have something like a 1.3K gold lead over Jose. But the problem is everyone else on TL is that much ahead or even further ahead.
Bro,
so
this is
they
just
have
bullying
completely lost control
at
over
this
this
point.
one. This one is looking like another stomp. And FlyQuest, well, I think people were very excited about coming into this
again,
split.
TL, Lyon,
looking at
we're both
this
really
team
far
as
ahead.
a potential Worlds
Don't-
contender here. I mean, we heard it from even Thinkart himself. You know, he told me straight
Don't
up
take
that
too
they
much
would
away
be
from
going to
FlyQuest. I'm
Worlds.
telling you.
But we
Just
saw
wait.
them against Lyon.
Wait till they
even
play
with
against
Armeo,
C9,
they
then we
got
can
kinda
then we have
smacked
basis
in
for
that one.
judgment.
And then here again,
Rapid Fire Cannon.
playing
I
against
mean,
another top 3 team.
sure.
We will
He
make
does get the
Worlds
extra
is looking
damage
a
from the
little
Nami
bit
bubble,
more
so it's kind of
spooky
fine.
for FlyQuest fans, for sure. I mean, those are only 2 teams. There is a third slot.
I prefer
but
IE,
if you
but
can't compete with TL and you can't compete with Lyon, you got to beat
he's far enough
everyone
ahead
else
that
in the
he's
league. You
fine.
cannot falter
Like
at
the
all, 'cause
rapid
these are the
fire,
kind of
like
teams you're going to play in playoffs.
he's a full
If nothing
item
else,
ahead of
this has
Yanara right
reaffirmed
now.
their status as
So
a medium to large sized dog.
you can get
They
away
are
with it.
certainly not running the junkyard.
Is he just sitting on a
up
Dirk?
against
Yeah, I think he
squads
went to build
like
a
Team
collector
Liquid
and then
and like Lyon. And you talk about
I don't
Griffin's
know.
the one with a individual advantage, with a role advantage over his opponent, right? But the sad part is, it's Jarvan versus Vi. Both of
Quid.
these champions, they're monkeys in rocket ships headed for the moon. You're not going to land that rocket ship. You go in and die, and then the rest of your
And
team
mid tower
mops
gone.
everything up. You don't want that to be your one point of strength. It's not going to win you a team fight, and that means that Team Liquid just again
There
can
we go.
utilize this massive 7,500 gold lead. They will force down the tier 1 turret here in the mid lane.
Alright,
They're going to slam
Lulu
Shelly.
ult will go
Almost
kinda
get the
hard
tier
if
2.
Vi
A nice
tries to go
smite
in.
from Griffin mid-charge prevents the Herald from being able to farm more money off of those plates. This is just Team Liquid controlling the entire rift.
All right, gut check. Does Masu have more or less gold than Core JJ?
Less.
All right, let's check.
More.
Checking in. Survey says...
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
no, he's
more.
500 ahead.
500 ahead.
It's a 500 difference between
More.
the Unara
See?
and the
Yeah.
Nami.
Come on now.
That's about all that needs to be said.
Yeah,
there. Yeah. I do love the gold difference.
Oh my
for
God, he
that.
bought
The total
Serpent's
gold
Fang.
difference is crazy.
That is-
I was
What?
looking, I was like, Core's very ahead. Core almost has 2 items.
Which I get with the shielding makes
And,
sense.
Masu just
but
based
like,
and got a zeal, so you know it's not looking quite as sad.
Oh my
but,
God.
he got that zeal, and Jan is on 3 items, and Serpent's Fang being one of them. He's clearly just looking to snowball here, and I think he has everything he could possibly need to do that.
I mean, this
Core
game
JJ
ends in
might
the
have
next
more
5
damage
minutes, so
against
I
champions
respect
at
the
this
hell
point.
out of it personally.
Look,
He has
we
hit
have the technology.
a lot of spells.
Survey
so
says
far.
he
Yes,
does.
Core JJ is 200 ahead. Oh, baby. The prediction.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
I got it. Let's go. I knew as soon as he hit that 2-man Aqua Prison on the last FlyQuest play, I'm like, this guy is smurfing Masu's damage. Let's go. Gakos trying to get away now, knows that there's no chance for him to try to stand.
Just take
and
top
deal with this
tower.
Team Liquid move
We should be able to
towards the
end
T2
this in
turret up here the
22
top
minutes.
side.
I don't
TL
think we beat the
just going to
pace
bulldoze
of.
this one over. They've got the 2 grubs for the extra damage.
Anybody
They
remember
got
what the timing was on the
everybody here
the
hanging
Lion
out
game
right
too?
now, just looking
Because
to
that was the
make
fastest
sure
game
that
of the
nobody
series
stops them
or
on
the season.
FlyQuest side, so they'll
We have
force
to
that
beat that.
objective
I don't
down
think we
and
beat
on
it.
back out.
It seems like we're at a little bit slower of a
The most
pace.
grim part of the damage
22 minutes
rankings
ish.
there
Okay.
was the fact that Gakos was below both the supports in a range versus melee matchup. So that's a bit of a tough one, right? He's had a tough time. You know, Masu and Cryogen have been outplayed by Core and Jan, but at least they have the cope of like, it was team gap.
We got
Everyone's
camp,
down
yeah.
here. We got chain camped. But Gakos does not have that same fallback here, and the entire map has fallen apart. TL are just pushing
Alright,
forward.
keep pushing.
taking
I was gonna
everything
say.
on both sides of the map, getting vision for everything. There is really nothing that FlyQuest can contest.
Just
They've
take
gotta
all the
look for, like,
towers, shove it right in the.
3v1s and
We're
stuff like that
8K
at this
ahead.
point,
They
but
cannot fight
It is
us.
going to be hard to
If
find
they try,
any
they
sort of
die.
an angle to even attempt
Force
to play.
everything.
Yeah, it's just super rough at this point. I mean, we talked about how Gakos into the previous game, either 0-5 and 0, 0-6 and 0. I don't remember if he died the one last time at the very end or not, but still was not able to find himself on the board in that one. And here in game number 2, it's the same story. Been a very rough series for the FlyQuest top laner today. Morgan telling a very different tale, having a great time up there, getting that solo kill in this one. Having a better sense of awareness and positioning for that massive play bottom lane that both
Bro, this
teams
is
were down.
relaxing. I don't know
He
about
was
y'all,
there
but this is
first.
very
He was the one
relaxing.
who had the real impact in the fight.
And This series has been a stomp, but this is
Least stressful
a pretty
day
good rivalry, you know, since 2024.
of
Since, you know,
Team
that
Liquid
was
League of
inspired
Legends in a
joining
bit.
FlyQuest. Obviously, prior to that, TL was running the series a lot more. You know, they have been winning.
What's the plans for
mostly.
LCS today? I don't think so.
Was doing quite
Emily had a rough
well.
day at work, so
Now
probably just
Inspired
gonna chill with
obviously has
her
left. He is online.
this
FlyQuest,
evening.
though,
But I do have to
rebuilt with
get
this new roster, a
tomorrow's
lot of young players,
video
and they have been
prepped
trying
and
to
done.
scale,
So
try
like
to
right after I
keep
end
this
stream, I always
rivalry
record
going.
that.
These
That takes
two
like 20
orgs have
minutes
been
to
meeting
talk
a
about.
lot of finals
And
over the last
then
couple of years, and a lot of big
about
matches
40
over those
minutes
last
to
couple of
edit
years.
just to make sure
And
everything's
FlyQuest definitely
fine.
do not want to fall behind.
Yeah,
And
I feel
then
like for a long time it was kind of like the
that's pretty
TLs,
much
you know,
it.
the blue teams were kind of the leaders, and then you
Then
know
I have to
once
do the thumbnail.
Inspired switches over to FlyQuest,
So.
they became one of those title contenders, and it really did feel like
Hopefully
yeah,
get that.
this
I
was
mean,
a
since
rivalry
we'll be
that was
done
going
here
hard
at like
back
7
and forth.
o'clock,
You brought up the
I'm hoping to have
stats.
that
Yeah, it's
uploaded by
super
8:30.
neck and neck, but right now it seems like Team Liquid are
And if that's
locked
uploaded by
in,
8:30, I
and
might try and get a
FlyQuest
game
is
of rank
just
5s
not
in.
on a comparable level right now. FlyQuest earlier when TL were forcing down the tier 2 in the top side.
This is gonna be a tough 1v2 from Quid.
His stasis through the arm guard to survive the initial engage. Masu wild growth down to 400
Oh
HP, trying to
my
get himself
god.
away, but the stolen
Easy.
cease and desist will stop him in his tracks.
Cryogen's dead.
Cryogen has to try to escape now, but yet again, it's
Shove
both
it down
bot
mid.
laners on FlyQuest
Come on.
dead as the whole
I think you have a minute and a
Team
half.
Liquid crew comes for the bounties on their heads. It's negative bounties at
20
this
to
point. They've
27?
done
Nah,
so
it's
many
not
times.
too-
They gotta be
not
worth
too
100
fast for
gold.
FaZe.
Team Liquid, they're heading over to Baron.
Yeah, they are heading
To
over
be a
to
Power
Baron,
Ranger?
and,
I mean,
yeah, you did look for the fight there on the Quid, but they didn't even get
in
him
the
low,
modern
and
sense,
engaging on
tough
him
to
just gave him the
to.
vial to be able to find Masu, kill him
What's
off.
the power
The
scaling,
Baron
the
will
power
not even
grading
be
of a
looked at
Power
here
Ranger in
from FlyQuest. They're
2026?
just gonna give it up, and it feels like 22 minutes in, 8.5k gold lead. Baron on their side. Yeah. I could easily see the game ending during this Baron buff. I feel like pretty much any fight they take will be a winning one.
Oh
I
my
feel like
god.
it's kind of difficult not to win.
I say
here.
fuck
With
it, go
just
for
this
it.
much of a lead with the
Why
composition
not?
that you have, being able to have Ambessa and Jarvan full sended in, Silas being able to steal a Gnar ult or a Vi ult or a Talia ult to
Do
join
it,
up
Quid.
with them, and your
Stun
AD
on him.
carry is nearly 5,000 gold ahead. I don't even need to
Yeah,
comment
there
on
we
this. This
go.
is Quid farming a wave, essentially. Just grabbing a free kill on the Cryogen there in the enemy jungle. That Lulu is out of the picture for only 25 seconds because his level still isn't particularly high when you're a support on a team that's this far behind. Yeah, that's a... Yep, that's what it is. You're going to be back on the Rift here soon. And so
All right,
is Team
push
Liquid.
your mid,
Unfortunately,
end the
they are
game.
right back onto the Rift, and they are barreling down the bottom and mid lane simultaneously. It's Jan and Quid.
Yep.
A 2-3 split here, making sure they have plenty of pressure on whichever spot FlyQuest is not defending. However, the waves are not
Yep.
crashing into the same places at the same times. Tier 2 turret.
Oh
gonna be
my
left
god.
alone. Masu
Oh.
does get hit by the abduct. Stolen wild growth, gonna keep Quid alive for now, but he
And
has
he's got the
evolved that
stopwatch,
arm guard into
and
a
he's
full
fine.
on Zhonya's hourglass, so he just goes stasis to drop the turret aggro again. Tier 3 turret forced down.
And
Masu
Yunara's
killed
dead.
off, inhibitor already gone. Bot lane
This
inhibitor
is
turret, your next
as
target.
brutal of a
five-man
beatdown as
TL
Game 2 of
push.
Lyon
They don't
was.
even need the second lane of super minions. Honestly, they know they got a 5v4 for the next 20 seconds. The next wave, they might just try to force down the Nexus, but no, they will ultimately go back towards that inhib. You can see Morgan putting in the
What
work on
ults are
this
up?
one. First Nexus
No
turret
ults are
about
up
to
on
fall
our
right
side, so we
next
have to
to
just
it.
straight up
Inhib
beat 'em.
gone, Nexus turret gone. It's 4 men and a
fist-to-fist
turret trying
combat
to
style.
fight for their lives on the FlyQuest side.
They do have all
Masu
ults, so
finally
we have to be a
revives.
little bit
This
careful
will be
here.
FlyQuest's last stand. They group up. They find
Quid's
a Quid
dead.
onto Quid. Remember, there is no stasis available on the Silas any longer. Morgan tries to jump in
All right,
and
we gotta
provide a
back
little bit
away.
of protection, but with both solo laners chunked out, Team Liquid
They're
are
gonna
now
chase
backing
it. We
away.
can catch 'em on the
FlyQuest,
overextension.
They smell blood. They're trying to get that opportunity to go in. Morgan flies into the
Oh,
back
that
line, put the
polymorph is
pressure
big,
on him.
but the
Hosdioto's
Gnar
trying to
ult's even
follow up.
bigger.
Defensive Mega Gnar coming out from
Oh, we
Gankos.
wiped this now.
Hosdioto, a couple more auto attacks
Flag
on
and
the
drag
Viper,
through
wants to try
3.
to finish him off, and he plants the flag on his corpse. Masu barely staying alive, as finally they will take
God,
down
Yunara?
the Jarvan. FlyQuest at least get one, but Core JJ's on a killing
That's
spree.
fine.
Quad's dead again. It's Masu and Gankos versus everybody on Team Liquid.
Oh
Masu
my
gets
God.
ran over yet again. Jan is dominating 21-7.
Oh my
Gankos
God.
falls. Team Liquid smash FlyQuest to wrap up the week.
Bro, not even
Holy,
close.
TL
Dear
are looking
God.
good, man. The way that I feel like Jose and Core are playing together has been so impressive. This bot lane dominance from Jan and Core JJ, smashing the 2v2, having the jungle help to really extend that advantage further, and it just feels like TL are clicking right now. And I have got
All right,
Lyon, man.
hang on. I've got a perfect video for this.
Going to be in week 6 at the Lyon homestand in Mexico, and I feel like that is the matchup
Hang
at
on.
this point that
We're gonna do this real quick. You guys will watch me make a meme live.
to decide who really is the top.
I need screen grab. Perfect. Wait, I'm an idiot. I could just do this. I forgot. Whoops. I realized that was a little bit loud. Bang. All right, you guys are going to watch me do this in real time. Did that download? Yep. Perfect. Video essentials. Hang on. We have to drop the volume of this just a little bit. It's a little loud. There we go. Wait for it. All right, we need the Lyon logo. There we go. Bang. My video editor. I mean, that's our job today, right? All right, position there. Oh, wait, shit. Hang on. Position, scale. Make this down here smaller. And then we do this. We want this there. Then we make this smaller and down here. There. There. And then we duplicate. Hang on. Let me put this here. Wait. There we go. Bang. And then we go bang. And then we go bang. We'll just put these off to the side here. Bang. You know what? Actually, I think I'm just going to leave it like this. That's fine. You know what? Fuck it. I just want to get this out. There we go. And finish Premiere. Hashtag LCS. Hashtag. Oh, fuck. I need to, hang on. Export. Video. Match the source settings. There we go. Forgot to do that. That way there's not those black bars around the side. The LCS through 3 weeks. Bang. There we go. There we go.
I cannot believe he's aged, so yeah.
And still playing so much. Okay,
Yeah.
well, congratulations on the win one more time, guys.
All right, we're back.
You guys feel free to head back to your team.
Yeah, much appreciated. You guys can
Yeah.
head off.
Yeah.
if you
Thank
want.
you.
That's all.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Hell yeah.
On
This
the
one's for
topic
you.
of us
I
being
missed the
done,
entirety of the interviews, but that's
I had
fine.
Liam He came.
He
actually came back with a stat
managed
request
to do it.
very quickly.
That was very fast.
Shout out to Liam, honestly.
Yeah.
He's so OP.
As Morgan and Quid were coming to us, I made the stat request. Was this the fastest regular season day we've ever had by game time
Probably,
since
yes.
switching to the new format? And
Yeah.
we have our answer. It's the second fastest regular season day by game time since we swapped to best of threes. 102.2 minutes of game time.
That's
Apparently,
ridiculous.
2024 Summer Week 3 Day 2 was 99
99 minutes.
when C9 2-0'd Shopify and FlyQuest 2-0 Dig.
Yeah.
But
Makes
we were
sense, 'cause
close.
C9
I mean,
Shop- yeah.
We played 2 series in under 3
Yeah,
hours
that's
from start of
crazy.
Champ Select. So not only did the teams have to be fast, the whole production team had to be on point.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah.
there's no delays.
Should I be
Right?
videos?
Aside from that one pause, if Griffin
Wait.
doesn't steal his
No, I
We
can-
would have had the fastest.
So I can't share it elsewhere because it'll get copyrighted. Twitter is basically like free reign when it comes to copyright shit. Like nobody, like you can literally do anything. I wouldn't be able to share that on other platforms without getting it copyright striked. Like any YouTube video that I would ever post in, immediately like,
the fastest second all time.
immediately acts.
Fudge had a great week and fastest 100 CS as well by a pretty wide margin.
And producers just
They have like stiff rules on like 30 seconds of content, and that's about it.
would have been completely fine.
Oh, that's true.
I want to see who wins Player of the Week. Because it's got to be somebody from either Lyon or TL. I think personally you give it to Yawn. I think Yawn crushed today, or Yawn or Quid, one of the two. Or well, Morgan had a good game. Maybe Quid.
Oh, nice.
The dream.
I don't know.
So both Morgan and Thanatos getting top fastest to 100 CS,
And
as well as Fudge.
yeah, Fudge
Like
being
he
up
had,
there.
he
It's
had
been
quite a good.
Give it to
week
City.
for himself.
and Split. The man has been killing it. Actually, that is the one that I'm now on Kangus's train. Kangus has
What?
been an
Raz,
uninhabited
don't do
chain
this.
for a while.
Don't
Well,
do this.
They did finally beat someone that's not named DST or Dignitas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
they're on
be
the up and up.
It's just a normal. It's
You
not like
put Shopify last in your power rankings
True.
going into the split.
so they don't want to hear it. And I'm not taking the train for long. I'm just taking it one stop. I'm on the train.
I wanna see Player of the
I'm
Week.
the
Come on.
train, but I've paid the fare. I deserve
Okay.
to be on the train.
Come on, Player of the Week.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I paid the fare.
All right.
Don't ask how.
I do love a good train analogy. Our player of the week, and trains just in general, big fan of public transportation, unironically. Who's player of the week? It is...
It's Quid.
Bang, two. 2 for
Nick
3.
named the train.
Too good.
Suck it.
The Quid train.
The Quid train.
Team Liquid
Do you have
train.
tickets to the Quid train,
Oh,
Red?
we all do. We all do. This entire split. I love the question about him having, like, is he playing better than his MVP split?
Yeah.
Because to me, I know it's 3 weeks, but holy moly, these 3
Look.
weeks have been magical.
He said it himself. He's just a summer guy. He wants to do well leading up to Worlds.
They love the
and
environment.
He
and
wants,
it's
Bro,
sunny as
I'm-
hell in
wants to
summer.
get to Worlds, and
There's a part of me that is so thankful and relieved that I picked TL so I could have Quid as my guy that transitions. Because dude, he's just fucking good. Dude, he's so good.
I just like weather. Honestly, I
Oh,
miss
you
weather.
just like weather.
I miss weather.
That
I
is-
miss rain. I
you
miss
some-
thunderstorms.
You somehow had a lukewarm take in a weather discussion.
Weather is
Wait, what? How's that lukewarm?
That's not a lukewarm take at all. There's a lot of people that hate the variation of weather. It's why they live out in the West Coast.
Seasons. I want it to be cold and rainy and
Understandable. Quid's not hearing
thunderstorms,
it.
but
Quid's not
yeah,
hearing it.
Quid is already waving me off.
Yeah,
Or he's
understandable.
waving something in the game off.
But no.
Play with joy.
All right.
That's the culture of this team.
Folks,
It really feels like
I'm going to go record some content. I'm going to record
having fun.
your league headlines from the
I
weekend.
think that was a big thing for Quid. When he's on 100 Thieves,
Yep.
a lot of it's loose. He's having a lot of fun.
And
He's
that's
playing
going to
at
be
his best.
pretty
The
much
same
it. So
here.
I'm going to,
There
who
was
am I
a
going to
lot of
raid?
pressure
Let
on
me
Team
see.
Liquid, and everybody was on them. I felt like that was like a major
Let's
point of question on
raid.
how Quid was playing in the first couple, like one split, two splits. That's gone, and he's been on fire.
We are not yet halfway through the split, but next week.
All right, I'm going to raid the LCS, and whoever they raid, you're going to go with them. So y'all have fun. Matchups next week. We face DSG. Oh my god. Oh god.
I think that's a moment. I think that's the moment for Dardoch and Palafox.
And that, my friend.
Oh my god.
Match of the week,
That's my
Raz.
match of the week.
Dardoch has inserted himself into Ultimate Grudge Match Bowl Part
Bro,
3.
it could be Stomp,
Oh my god, it's
potentially Stomp if C9's actually on form and Fly really is just like undervalued right now and like underperforming, and then Stomp.
Yeah,
And this one,
that's
once
actually
again,
really
being
great.
the only close
I'm
one.
going Fly
Oh,
tonight
God.
for my match.
Oh, you're matching with
But
Red.
I'm a FlyQuest sympathizer next week.
Let's go!
We have celebrity
All right, I will catch you all later. Raiding the LCS channel for those on Twitch. For YouTube, I'll see you around. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dardock for coming
We
by.
have, and we also now have Dardog's cameo. I think that's great.
Yeah.